why do you create such kind of healers जो खुद heal नहीं है and वो दूसरों को heal कर रहे हैं?
Difference between a healer and a non-healer is just the state of awareness.
What is the right way of parenting?
I would say if we treat children with more love than showing our anger or then trying to control them, will be a much better way. जितनी भी बीमारियां होती हैं, जो chronic problems होती हैं, they are not the real problems, they are the emotional turmoils. There have been instances, Gargi, where people have taken 5 sessions to tell me that my dad had an extramarital affair. Once you become a role model for outsiders, your family automatically accepts you. In most of the cases I have realized, जिस तरह की वाइफ अट्रैक्ट करता है वैसे ही उसकी मदर का नेचर उसको दिख रहा होता है.
Just want to understand the true emotions that a man goes through.
मेरे पास जितने भी सर्टिफिकेशन के बच्चे हैं बोले मुझे पैसा कमाना है. I said perfect. This industry is going to grow by 12 times. Through a handwriting of a person, we can find out the complete mindset of a person.
लोग अकेला क्यों फील करते हैं अंदर? Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gargi Arya Show, a show to help you build a life and business that you can be proud of. And today we are back with another amazing podcast with a phenomenal guest today. His name is Mr. Rajat Katiyar. I've been following his work since last few months, and trust me, the reason why he's here today on our podcast, you will see it by the end. And let me first start by introducing him. He's actually an engineer by profession, having 15 plus years of, corporate experience. And after COVID, after few things that he had gone through, he came into this personal development. He came into healing, coaching and training people, mentoring so many people's lives, impacting their lives to the core. He has a record of more than 700 to 800 plus case studies in his community. He's a master of graphology, graphotherapy, intergenerational trauma healing, inner child healing, akashic reading, past life healing, life coaching work, nervous system expansion, business coach for all the coaches out there, and so much more. So without any further ado, thank you so much, Mr. Rajat sir, for being here. It's an honor to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, Gargi. I'm so privileged to have you here. In fact, I was more excited to be in your show because I heard about you. I'm hearing about you from last one and a half year.
Okay.
There's a little child on the block who is doing so amazing, and I wanted to see कि इतनी कम उम्र में इतना दिमाग आता कहाँ से, क्योंकि we were clueless. We didn't know what to do in life. So it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you so much. So first of all, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very energetic, very happy.
We can see that through your energy.
Yeah.
So my first, how I want to start this podcast is by asking you, how did this story exactly start? You're still into corporate thing, you have an amazing experience of corporate life. So how did the vision of entering into coaching and healing came?
Right. So, Gargi, honestly speaking, I was never a corporate guy. In fact, my stars also told me, my astrologer tells me, how are you still able to continue, or you were able to continue with your job till time. But the reason is very simple, that I wanted to do something of my own. I was very passionate of doing things. And I've been trying a lot of things for the last 10, 12 years. I had multiple failures. And I'll be honest, these failures were the backbone of whatever I'm able to do in my life. I never knew that I will come to this industry. Trust me, 5 years ago, if someone would have told you कि आपको मैं heal करके I can get you out of certain problem of your life, I will immediately rubbish it off and I'll say, ये पैसे बना रहा है. He's trying to cheat me out. That's how I used to feel about this entire industry 5-6 years ago. And I would say, fortunately, because although COVID was a very unfortunate incident, but personally for me, COVID was one of the most fortunate incidents, because this was the time when I started knowing myself more. Because there were a lot of challenges that were going on in personal life, even in professional life for that matter. And I started losing certain friends on the way, because I lost 1 or 2 friends who died during COVID. And I was just aback. And I used to lay, and I remember मैं ऐसे दीवार देखता रहता था, and I used to think that why am I here? What am I doing in my life? I'm running so much, I want to earn this, I want to buy this flat, I want to do this, I want to do that. I was all in that zone all the time. But then suddenly life became on a still. And that is when all this started happening. I accidentally entered into one of the webinars of one of my coaches. And then the journey started, and slowly I realized, oh, this is something that I really needed in my life. I started my own self-transformation. And during my self-transformation, I realized that, this could be a passion which can be pursued as a career. and that's how I entered. So it was very accidental, but as I say, it was master's plan. Universe wanted me here, and that's how I'm here with you today.
Amazing, super. Like I just want to tell that me एक mentor है Blair Singer. I'm sure you would have.
Yeah, I know him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a
So
very
like
phenomenal.
वो हमेशा कहते हैं starting से that whenever you overcome something, it becomes your responsibility to share it with the
Yes,
world. So thank you so much for doing what you do.
Correct.
Yes. So like I want to start by asking this question. जैसे आप healing में हो and there are so many people who come to you on a daily basis.
Right.
What do you think are there, common problems जो आपके पास लोग लेके आते हैं of your age category?
I would not say just my age, but mostly all the people.
Right.
Generally, they start with, I'm not making a lot of money. That's the most common problem that I see from the outside. But Gargi, I'm so surprised that more than 90% of the cases never had any real money problem. The problem is that their relationships are quite broken up. And when I say relationship, you know what? Relationships are not just with people, it's also with objects. So their relationship with themselves is broken, their relationship with their family is broken, their relationship with their parents, with their spouses. There is something which is missing, and which ends up culminating him not able to earn that money, which also means that the relationship with money is also not that strong. And that is how I came to an understanding that eventually it's all about the kind of relationships that we carry around us. Of course, if a person doesn't want to grow in his life, no matter whatever you give to him, can't be done anything about it, because that's he's not in that zone to make. But if he's coming to me with a problem, which means definitely he wants to grow, and that's why he's seeing a problem, I just have to redirect him to the real root cause of the problem. That's what I feel that I do, and that's where I feel that I would not say magic, but I would love doing it, because that's where, and for them it's a eureka moment. They say, oh, for so many years I was thinking this was the problem, but there was no problem there. The problem was somewhere else. This is just the culmination of this problem. Like for example, a person may have fever. So every time वो बोलेगा मुझे fever आ रहा है, उसने दवा ली, fever उतर गया, and this continuously is going on for 5 days. Then they realize, no, the problem is not just fever, there's something behind the problem. Most of us are only running to resolve that fever. We don't understand that fever is actually the outburst of an inner problem.
Right.
There is a different problem, and we have to work on that problem. And that's where I redirect people, and that's how I've realized most common problem, coming back to your question, is the core relationship which they carry. And it's mostly with their own self. Their own concept about themselves is very broken, very weak, because of which they think, if he feels good about me, then I'm good. But if he doesn't feel that I'm rich, then I'm poor. So, that's how we are completely in a bubble where we don't know what the reality is. And of course, there is no reality, to be honest. लेकिन दूसरी बात ये भी है कि at least he should know that who he is. So if he's aware about himself, I think he'll be able to tackle all his problems in his life. That'll be very easy for people, right?
Right.
So that's how I feel.
So true. But like I have one question, because this is something I am also asked a lot, कि एक problem होती है लोगों को कि मैं क्यों personal development में आऊँ. Like they do not value this. They feel कि मेरे पास सब चीज़ों के लिए time है, but अपने पास के लिए, अपने ऊपर काम करने के लिए time नहीं है. So what is the advice you would like to give to such people?
So Gargi, I would say उनकी कोई गलती नहीं. Nobody of them is at fault. The problem is, if you look at our basic education system, since childhood, how we are trained to. You have to do well in science, you have to do well in commerce, you have to do well in school, you have to do well in sports.
Right.
But there's nothing that you have to do about your mind. So everybody is talking about gym. सबको अपनी बॉडी बनानी है, माइंड का कोई जिम ही नहीं है, किसी को पता ही नहीं है, कोई करना ही नहीं चाह रहा, क्योंकि बचपन से बताया नहीं गया. Nobody thought about it. It's so funny that yesterday I was at a friend's place at a party, and few of the people around them, especially men, they were making fun of the science of Akashic. They said, किसी को क्या पता क्या सच है क्या झूठ है. And I was listening to that conversation and I was saying, maybe they're right from their point of view, because they don't understand that all this is, completely transforming their mind. So there is so much of unawareness and also so much of reluctance towards it, क्योंकि कभी किसी ने बताया ही नहीं कि इसकी जरूरत होती है. Like for example, अगर बचपन से हर बच्चे को ये बता दिया जाता कि अगर आपकी लाइफ में फेलियर्स आएंगे तो आपको कैसे उसे हैंडल करना है, अगर आपकी लाइफ में कोई चैलेंज आएगा तो आपको कैसे उसे बीट करना है, डोंट यू थिंक इन लोगों की जब ये बड़े हो जाएंगे, हम ही लोगों की लाइफ कितनी अलग हो जाती, द वे इट वाज. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई कॉल इट एज अ हर्ड मेंटालिटी. आपने कभी भेड़ों के झुंड को देखा है? सारे भेड़ एक ही डायरेक्शन में चलते हैं और हम सब उसी मेंटालिटी को फॉलो करते हैं. उसका बच्चा क्लास में फर्स्ट आ रहा है तो बेटा तुम्हें भी फर्स्ट आना है, वो नंबर अच्छे ला रहा है, विदाउट इवन अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि उसकी क्या पसंद है और क्या ना पसंद है. सो आई एम नॉट ब्लेमिंग इट अपॉन एजुकेशन सिस्टम, बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, इट्स अ वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट थिंग इन आवर कंट्री कि सब कोई एक ही जैसी चीज को फॉलो करना चाहता है और इसलिए ये इंडस्ट्री बहुत ही ओवरलुक्ड है. कोई ध्यान नहीं देना चाहता इस तरफ और बहुत साइड से चल रहा है सब कुछ, राइट. बट द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज ये प्राइमरी होना चाहिए. जब बच्चा ग्रो हो रहा है उसी टाइम अगर उसके पेरेंट्स उसकी रियल माइंडसेट पे काम करें, उसके माइंड जिम पे काम करें, तो बच्चा मेंटली इतना स्ट्रांग हो कि आने वाले वो 70-80 साल बहुत हेल्दी जिएगा, बहुत खुश जिएगा, एंड ही विल बी ऑन टॉप ऑफ एवरीथिंग एंड ही विल एंजॉय द लाइफ विच इज द एक्चुअल इंपॉर्टेंस टू द लाइफ. लोग कहते हैं कि मुझे घर मिल जाएगा तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, मुझे गाड़ी मिल जाएगी खुश हो जाऊंगा. मैं कहता हूं हमें वो करना चाहिए, कुछ भी करना चाहिए, हमें खुश पहले रहना चाहिए. चाहे कुछ भी ना हो तब भी मुझे खुश रहना चाहिए. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो हमने किसी को सिखाया ही नहीं. So that is where the change happened, and I'm glad that you're asking this question, because through you I want to let people know that we all have to be very much aware of this. This is no more a luxury; it's a necessity of life.
Yes. एग्जैक्टली. एंड आई थिंक जो आपने पॉइंट बोला कि वो स्टार्टिंग से यहाँ पे होता है, तो आई थिंक हियर इज वेयर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग कम्स, बिकॉज यहीं से वो पेरेंटल वुंड स्टार्ट होते हैं, आपका सेल्फ वर्थ डाउन होना, सेल्फ एस्टीम डाउन होना. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क योर व्यूज ऑन दिस कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर पेरेंटल वुंड्स एंड व्हाट इज द राइट वे ऑफ पेरेंटिंग, इफ यू कैन जस्ट लेट अस नो थ्रू इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट.
Sure. First of all, I would not say there is a right way or wrong way of parenting. It's very cause and relation. Whatever you want to expect as a result from the child, this is how we will become as a parents. If you see some 20-30 years ago, Gargi, in fact, probably आप तब पैदा भी ना हुआ. I'm talking about 20-30 years away, before, like I was a very young boy. And during those days, beating a child was okay because that was a societal point of view, and we were being fed by our family that unless you don't beat a child, he will not remain, especially for boys, they will not remain in their limits, and बच्चे बिगड़ जाते हैं. So you have to be strict with the children. Nothing wrong with it. Strictness के बहुत सारे तरीके हैं. So the problem here was that whenever a child is being treated like this, there are two problems. First problem is whenever you beat a child, he will start feeling that beating is okay because my parents can do it, I can also do it. And the second problem here is we are inducing fear in a child. So the child will start finding fear in everything, and slowly and gradually you will realize कि इस बच्चे का जो डर है ना वो permanent point of view बन गया. And if you notice, lot of us are look for, a lot of people are saying security is very important.
Yes.
Why do you think everybody is running after security? Because we were being told from childhood that you are insecure. जरा सी शिकायत करी, जरा सी शरारत करी, and you will get a whacking. So you have to protect yourself from that place, and that is where the fear gets induced. There are more problems. Self-worth issue a lot of happens because unconsciously parents are comparing. घर में दो siblings हैं, एक को इससे compare करा, बेटा देखो कितना अच्छा पढ़ रहा है, वो कितना पढ़. Probably relevant again in our generation. I am coming from generation, what is it? Generation X, whatever it is, Y, Z, whatever I am generation about.
Yes.
We are people from 80s and 90s I'm talking about.
Right.
Those generation have lot of self-worth issues because they were always constantly being compared. Fortunately today, parents are becoming very aware, and I'm very glad that people of my age are opening up to their own healing, because of which they understand the right form of parenting, because the right form of parenting is to treat your child with absolute love. You may see a lot of Instagram reels and people talking about कि नहीं बच्चों को उस तरह से पाल रहे हो, वैसे पाल रहे हो, ये सही है गलत है. It's so untrue, because if there is love in the family, not to show to kids, but there's a real love in the family, you will always realize that these kids will be far more resilient, far more happier when they grow up. I'm not saying that they will not have their wounds. Every child has their own set of wounds. एक बच्चे को कार चाहिए और उसके डैड ने मना कर दिया, वो उसको भी एक ट्रॉमा बना सकता है. There's no problem with it. But the point which I'm trying to say, when you said the best way, I would say if we treat children with more love than showing our anger or then trying to control them, will be a much better way of a child freely trying to grow their life. I have a live example. My own son, he was 9.5 years old and he started walking because I let him walk. I let him walk barefoot. वो सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ता था, सोसाइटी में बाहर नंगे पैर घूमता था. And I see a lot of my colleagues and friends were being overprotective about their child. को गिर जाएगा तो मैं बोलता हूँ वो नहीं गिरेगा तो तुम गिरोगे क्या, मतलब who's gonna fall at this age? तुम्हारी तो हड्डियाँ टूट जाएंगी. तो बच्चा he's very nimble. He's born to fall and then try again, because that's how they will grow.
Yes.
So we let that, and we can see so much of change in our son. He's absolutely fearless about anything. I'm not saying that fear is not necessary. Fear is very necessary for nervous safety. When you know there's something, this is a hot cup, and if I hold this cup, I will burn my fingers. This is an important fear to have. So that means the human emotion is important of fear. जहां पर सर्वाइवल क्वेश्चन मार्क होता है वहां पर फियर होना जरूरी है. लेकिन आप लाइफ के हर मोमेंट में अगर फियर ही डालते रहोगे तो आप लाइफ तो जी नहीं पाओगे, आप तो फियर में ही चल रहे हो, राइट. एंड दैट इज व्हाट गेट्स इंड्यूस्ड इन अ चाइल्ड फ्रॉम द टाइम बीइंग. जैसे ही बच्चे के अंदर ये सारी चीजें इनकलकेट होने लगती, कमिंग फ्रॉम देयर फैमिली स्पेशली, you will see a lot of challenges in this child's life as they grow up. And that is why I would suggest that almost all the children who are born until 2015 should definitely go for something like this, because of course the world is more evolving, I can see in all of us, but before that we didn't even know about all this. So there is a huge need for people to really upskill their understanding about how their childhood was.
सो ट्रू. एंड यहाँ पर ये जो इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग है, इसमें वन मेजर प्रॉब्लम जो मैंने सबके अंदर देखी है, दैट इज इमोशनल अनअवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ पेरेंट्स, जिसकी वजह से यू स्टार्ट अट्रैक्टिंग टॉक्सिक पार्टनर्स, टॉक्सिक थिंग्स इन योर फ्यूचर एज एन एडल्ट. सो व्हाई डू यू थिंक हम लोग एक ही पैटर्न के अराउंड क्यों घूमते रहते हैं? ये जो फियर ऑफ अटैचमेंट होता है, फियर ऑफ लूजिंग पीपल, फियर ऑफ कि वो मुझे रिप्लेस कर देंगे. क्योंकि आई फील कि दिस इज समथिंग that I have struggled with a lot in my past, and from there when I started breaking it, abhi bhi I won't say it is 100% broken, but yes, like why do you think वो एक pattern बार बार repeat होता रहता है?
Thank you so much. It's such a beautiful question. I was hoping कि ऐसा कोई question आए. And I'll tell you, I'll take a very simple example and I'll pick a girl child because fortunately I have a lot of female clients and I have maximum experience. Not that I have not worked with men, but men are not very open to healing as of date, but women are very open. That's a separate topic. But the point is that let's assume a little girl, we have to be obvious that she is a feminine. And for obvious reasons, she needs a masculine energy to be attracted in her life. And the most available masculine energy is her own father. For some reason, the father is not available. He is busy at work, or he's on tours, or let's say not very emotional with the girl child, because a lot of parents are very strict. So they want to create that boundary. They want to make sure that the girl is being trained the way they want her to be. So they will create that boundary in front of the child. But you have to understand, she has that emotional craving all her life from that father. One common option that I get from women is, and there's a pattern which, like you seriously said, they attract a similar kind of toxic partner multiple times. And I have like more than 7 cases like this in my last 3 years. More than 7, why I say, because some are little less, but I'm talking about those which ended up into divorce and then multiple level of divorce, like not just 1 divorce, 2 divorce, 3 divorce cases. And I have understood that most of the times the primary reason was the emotional support which the girl needed from her father, and from that child, that little girl is always craving that support from everywhere around. And that's why they start attracting to any man who is giving them little bit of attention, little bit of care,
Right.
and they are not able to really judge or do the complete analysis or logical understanding of this person, whether he will be suitable to them or not. And they end up ending into that toxic relationship again and again. Another reason is, if you see, mentally they are wired. We understand law of attraction. So mentally this girl is already wired, and she understands this is how a man has to be. So her definition of man is like her father, because that is the role model. और बच्चों के लिए उनके पेरेंट्स ही सबसे पहले रोल मॉडल होते हैं. तो बच्चे को भगवान बाद में पता होता है, उसके माँ बाप पहले पता होते हैं, वही उसके लिए भगवान होते हैं. अगर वो देख रहा है कि उसके फादर ऐसे ही हैं, तो उसको ये समझ में आता है मैन ऐसे ही होते हैं. एंड इवन दो शी मे ड्यू लॉट ऑफ डू डिलिजेंस दैट ये तो बहुत अच्छा आदमी है और ऐसा है वैसा है, over a period of time she will find, oh shit, he's exactly the same. Even though she will say, I never wanted such a man, but you have to understand, universe doesn't understand आपको क्या चाहिए क्या नहीं चाहिए. जिस चीज के बारे में आप जितना सोच रहे हो वो उतने ही आप उसको अपने पास बुला रहे हो. And that is when even they do a lot of healing. But the third problem that shows up is their nervous system is attuned or accustomed to that pain. Somehow, even though their life, they would completely want a chaos-free life, they want a very peaceful life on a conscious level. But subconsciously, their nervous system is okay with that chaos, because that is how they have been lived most of the part of their life. Like for example, there are traumas which we know about. There's a freeze trauma, fawn trauma, there is then fight trauma. So there are 3-4 traumas like this, and the body is more comfortable in that traumatic situation because that was the upbringing of this child. So automatically वो वापस पैरासिम्पैथेटिकली नर्वस सिस्टम उसको वापस वहीं लेके जाता है कि तुमको तो ऐसे ही रहना चाहिए. That's your common situation, that how you should be. So I would say the logical answer to this question is not just healing, but a lot of body work along with healing will really help them release all of it. And mind you, Gargi, it's not a 1 month or 2 month job. It will take actually minimum 1 to 2 years of hard work from this person and willingness to change these problems, because each and every instance is very painful and we go through the process of trauma release. It's high catharsis work, and people may cry for hours, people may feel bad. Some of my clients have left the course in between. I had to pull them back. Baba, please, I know it's painful, I understand, but it's a deep thing and we need to be responsible for ourselves कि यार अब तो इससे निकलना ही है. And I have seen most of my clients have stopped attracting those toxic people anymore. They are living more happily, more comfortably, but it took us a lot of time to really get out of it. But you are absolutely right, this happens.
So true. Like, you know, ये as a healer myself, I have gone through this, and जो भी लोग आते हैं उनका सबसे बड़ा problem ही emotional unavailability है. Now, since we are speaking about parental wounds and you know, upbringing of a child, एक point पे ये भी आते हैं कि लोग जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा blaming zone में चले जाते हैं towards their parents कि मेरे parents ही ऐसे थे. Because I have seen that kind of anger. Sometimes it happens with me also, to be honest, and sometimes it happens with my clients also कि somebody is coming, somebody is crying, and they are just, you know, going into abusive things for their parents. So what exactly do you think is your take on how to not go into the blaming zone? क्या पता उनको भी वो चीज receive नहीं हो.
Absolutely. So देखिए गार्गी, इसके 2 पार्ट हैं. पहला पार्ट है, एज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अ पर्सन टू गो फॉर इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग. इट्स अ वेरी डीप वर्क एंड आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, very honest with you. I've never taken any minor as a case because of the same reason. They are yet not mature to understand this concept that their parents are also human beings. वो भी गलती कर सकते हैं, उनको पूरा अधिकार है गलती करने का, क्योंकि वो नॉर्मल मेरे और आपके जैसे इंसान है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली जब तक बच्चा मैच्योर नहीं होता, 17-18 साल का नहीं होता, उसको ये रियलाइज नहीं होता, उसको लगता है कि मेरे पेरेंट्स आइडियल होने चाहिए क्योंकि वो मेरे पेरेंट्स हैं. हाउ कैन दे डू अ मिस्टेक? अगर वही मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं तो दुनिया में कौन है जिसपे मैं विश्वास करूंगा, कौन है जिसपे मैं प्यार करूंगा? एंड दैट इज व्हाई दिस रिजेंटमेंट कम्स आउट. और ये एंगर बिल्कुल जस्टिफाइड है क्योंकि वो उनकी एज ऑफ लाइफ है. मतलब वो इमेच्योरिटी है उन बच्चों में, उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं, वो एज ही ऐसी है. You understand that teenage is the most vulnerable age of your life, and I completely empathize with how you have. I'm so glad that you could work on yourself because it's impossible for a child. आप उसी छत पे अपने पेरेंट्स के नीचे रहोगे और आपका दिल करेगा इनको जहर देके मार दूं, मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा इनके साथ रहने का, because I have feel all this. I felt all this from my clients. In fact, I have felt myself when I was a little boy, right? So वो एज नहीं है कि जो वो इतनी डीपली काम करें. उनको पहले तो वी कैन वर्क मोर थ्रू सोमैटिक और बॉडी एक्सरसाइजेस और बॉडी वर्क, because that is more of their self work. So we can still control their traumatic experience, we can still control their we can give a very conditioned environment to their mind so that they don't get hyper jumping on a situation of life, right? If someone is shouting at them, without them knowing the inner child concept as well, we can help them understand that, how do you have to react to this situation. So that is one way, without them getting more judgmental about their parents. The second point is कि कई बार ये जो सिचुएशन होती है जहां पर बच्चे अपने पेरेंट्स को लेके प्रॉब्लमैटिक हो जाते हैं. दूसरी बात हम ये भी भूल जाते हैं यहाँ पे गार्गी, कि वो जो पेरेंट्स हैं वो खुद अपने एक ट्रॉमेटिक एक्सपीरियंस से निकल कर आए. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये कोई एकदम से भगवान से उतरे माँ बाप थे और एकदम से इनके मन में पाप आया और ये बुरे काम करने लगे. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. इट्स वेरी मच जनरेशनल एंड इट्स पासिंग टू देम एज अ गिफ्ट फ्रॉम देयर लीनिएज. तो जैसे जैसे उनकी कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ पेरेंटिंग बनाए गए थे उनके पेरेंट्स के द्वारा, वैसे ही उन्होंने हमारे लिए बनाने शुरू करे. हो सकता है वर्जन थोड़ा माइल्ड हो या थोड़ा सा और एक्सट्रीम हो, बट इट विल बी ऑलमोस्ट द सेम. एंड बिकॉज आई एम इंटरजेनरेशनल हीलर, आई सी जनरेशंस, पिछली 4 जनरेशन से वैसे ही काम चल रहा है. तो अभी भी कुछ नया नहीं हो रहा, वो वैसे ही चलता आ रहा है. एंड देयर इज अ फैमिली जहां पे मल्टीपल मैरिजेस हो रही हैं, वो 4 जनरेशन से चली आ रहे हैं और आज भी उनका यही सिचुएशन चल रहा है. रोज डिवोर्स हो रहा है, रोज ही हो रहा है. एंड व्हेन वी गो डीप वी अंडरस्टैंड द सेम थिंग हैड हैपेंड विद द फादर, द सेम ग्रैंडफादर एंड 4th जनरेशन एज वेल. So what I'm trying to say is, when we look at the scanner to our parents कि वो बुरे हैं या गलत हैं, we also have to acknowledge this fact कि वो भी कभी बच्चे थे, उनको भी किसी ने नर्चर किया है, और कभी बच्चा गलत नहीं हो सकता, चाहे वो हमारे पेरेंट्स हों चाहे किसी के भी पेरेंट्स हों. थिंक अबाउट इट, एक साल का बच्चा जो गोद में है किसी माँ के, वो क्या पाप कर पाएगा? उसको क्या नॉलेज है पाप और पुण्य की? he is unaware about so many things in life. It is the surroundings of the child which make him the person who is. और उसके दिमाग में concept of parenting, concept of emotional love, concept of romantic love, concept of job, concept of career, concept of money, concept of life, ये उसके surrounding से मिलता है और वही वो pass on करता रहता है, unless वो अपने ऊपर काम करे. That's where you know our role come into the picture. तो सारी चीजें वहां से change हो जाती हैं. But लोग, as you said, लोग unaware हैं, अभी उस चीज को समझना नहीं चाहते. यहाँ पर हम लोग काफी change ला सकते हैं लोगों की लाइफ में.
By the way, I'm loving the conversation because this is one topic, you know, I can just go deeper and deeper into.
You have already just closed your childhood life and you're entering into adult phase.
Yes.
I can completely resonate.
Awesome. So like अभी आपने generations वाली चीज के बारे में बताया था. I'm sure जो audience है उसमें बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको पता ही नहीं है कि ये generational healing क्या होता है. So how to exactly identify कि ये मेरी problem नहीं है, ये मेरी lineage की problem है, and how to be the one अपने अंदर वो courage कैसे लाए कि हम इसको break करें.
Very good question. Thank you so much for asking, Gargi. But मैं आपको बताता हूँ, देखिए, let's understand a very basic concept.
Yes.
You are very young, but let's say people at my age, in their 30s and late 30s and 40s, whenever you go to a doctor, let's say you go for a health checkup, and you get your reports, and you go to the doctor after the reports, the first question the doctor will ask is, what is your history? What do they mean by that? They ask, अच्छा आपके पेरेंट्स को या उनके पेरेंट्स को या किसी को कभी कोई डायबिटीज था या किसी तरह की कोई क्रॉनिक प्रॉब्लम थी क्या? And you open up, okay, my grandfather had arthritis, my nanny had cancer, and you open up all these things, and then what they say, they say exactly that, you know, oh, then there is a situation कि आपको भी ये हो सकता है. What does that mean? So basically, जो हमारे genes थे पहले से, वो हमको आते जा रहे हैं.
Right.
So that the problem which comes to us as a genes. Now you see more from a emotional point of view. You are a natural heir to your parents. जब भी वो चाहेंगे तो उनके पास जो कुछ भी है वो आपको देके जाएंगे, और आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स भी आपको ही देके जाएंगे, बीइंग द नेचुरल हायर. मतलब इसको मैं बोलता हूँ गिफ्ट्स. सो उनकी जमीन, जायदाद, कार, बंगला, व्हाटएवर दे हैव, असेट्स, गोल्ड, everything will automatically pass on to you in some shape or form, because you are the next generation. But these are not the only things that you receive. You also receive their problems, their pains, their traumas, which they had experienced during their life, through this science of gene transfer, which is also called as epigenetics, which is a very deeper work, where the original form of gene is always there. उसके ऊपर wrap around और changes होते रहते. तो मतलब you may check yourself, Gargi, you look at yourself and you look at your parents, you'll see a quite stark resemblance in how you look, which means original genes वही थी. आपने उसके ऊपर upgrade करके अपनी एक नई जीन्स तैयार की. तो क्या वो ट्रॉमा छूट जाएंगे जीन्स से? नहीं, वो जीन्स के साथ आने ही आने, आप उनको रोक नहीं सकते हो. दैट इज द पार्ट ऑफ हाउ लाइफ इज गोइंग. द अदर पार्ट इज ऑल्सो देयर. यू में से कि अच्छा इस फैमिली में 4 बच्चे हैं, चारों के साथ तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती, एक ही के साथ क्यों होती? इट इज द एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ दैट जीन्स व्हाट इट वांट्स टू टेक. सो सारी चीजें उसने नहीं ली, बट एक चीज पिक कर ली, तो आप बोलोगे बाकी को तो प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं होते थे, इसी को होते थे, बिकॉज दैट जीन एक्सेप्टेड all the faults which were coming from their lineage. So it's very much genetic in nature, and it's no more an emotional point of view, it's a very scientific way to look at it. And also let's understand this point कि जितनी भी बीमारियां होती हैं, जो chronic problems होती हैं, they are not the real problems, they are the emotional turmoils.
Yes.
Right? तो अगर वो emotional turmoil मेरे दादाजी या मेरे नाना या मेरी किसी भी फैमिली जनरेशन में था, इसका मतलब वो जो फिजिकल हेल्थ है वो रिजल्ट तो उसी इमोशनल पॉइंट की वजह से ही आया था. तो इमोशनल पॉइंट भी पास ऑन हो रहा है ना मुझे. इट्स नॉट अबाउट कैंसर, it's about the basic emotion of resentment which was being passed on to me as a legacy. जैसे अच्छी अच्छी चीजें हैं वैसे ये भी है, और अब मैं भी अपनी लाइफ में ऐसे इमोशंस क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ जिससे मेरे लाइफ में और रिजेंटमेंट आ रहा है, एंड नो वंडर एट सर्टेन एज आई मे स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग कैंसर इन माय बॉडी. राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाई द एंटायर साइंस ऑफ इंटरजेनरेशनल ट्रॉमा बिकम्स वेरी 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 प्रोमिनेंट फॉर पीपल, जहां पर उनको कई बार यही नहीं पता लगता कि मेरे साथ ये प्रॉब्लम क्यों हो रही है, और उसके वजह से वो अपनी जनरेशनल प्रॉब्लम्स को खत्म कर सकते हैं. टू योर सेकंड पॉइंट, करेज मुश्किल है, वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रियली ओपन अ सीक्रेट बॉक्स जहां पर कुछ आपको पता है गलत है, एंड यू नो यू वुड the way you respect your parents, you will give better respect to your grandparents. You will have more respect to them. It's very natural. But again, coming to the point, they were humans. They were not gods. उनकी भी गलतियां हो सकती हैं, उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में कुछ करा सकता है. And there are so many family secrets which are tied in the box. The person has to be open enough to open those boxes, see the ugly sides of it, start releasing it, start healing it, and slowly can completely, like you said, can become a generational chain breaker. That from here on, after me, none of my future next generation should pass on these problems. And it also very much is applicable to physical health problems. लोग बोलेंगे कि आपके पिछले जनरेशन में प्रॉब्लम्स थे, परफेक्ट है. If I start healing myself and my next generation, उनको ये प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो जाएंगे. It's very much proven now, right? Not done by me because I am too young in this. But if we do it for 20 years, like a person is evolving and growing, you will see that the problem will no more be applicable in their generation. So it's the decision that this person has to take. क्या उसको generational chain breaker बनना है, अपनी next generation को वो सारे problems नहीं देने जो उसने face करे और उसके पूर्वजों ने face करे हैं, वो decision लेगा and definitely he can completely transform his life.
Right. So true. Like I'm getting goosebumps as you're saying this.
Thank you.
You need to be the generational chain breaker.
Yes.
Now, like I just want to ask this question because ये एक practical approach भी है जो उस time पर you would have come across these cases of sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. So like it was my first time I was actually talking to someone in an inner child healing thing. तो I was a new inner child healer. इतना ज़्यादा experience नहीं था. मैंने बस सीखा था and I was trying to experiment on other people. So this person came to me and this point that आपने जो अभी बोला कि they were also human beings. So I was trying to make her understand, but she was like coming in an outrage thing that how can you say all of these things as a healer? Okay. So how to
Brilliant question.
approach
Thank you so much. ये तो मैं भूल ही गया था. And it has happened with me all the time. So let's understand this. We don't start the healing at the start when the person is too much of pain. We first need to. A lot of healers, you feel, I got a client, let me start healing him. So sorry, boss, this is not the right approach. A person is, let's say this is zero. We are, ये टेबल का ब्लॉक है, ये जीरो है. वो बंदा ऑलरेडी जमीन पे पड़ा हुआ है और आप वहां से उस पे हीलिंग इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो और जमीन के नीचे धंस जाएगा. बिकॉज हीलिंग एनीवे इज अ पेनफुल प्रोसेस. आप पहले उसको यहाँ से जीरो तक लाइए and then you start the healing so that it can go a little bit down, but you can pull him up to a level कि आप वापस से ऊपर ले जा सकते हो. And when I say to bring him to this space, use different other modalities to first bring that person's anxiousness, disturbance, anger, and all these issues down. There are so much body work, like there's a very simple science of EFT. आप खाली उस साइंस से पहले इस इंसान को जीरो पर ला सकते हो. There's NLP with which you can do it. There's a basic healing technique of Ho'oponopono. Without knowing the root cause of the problem, you can still get a person to a zero level. There is so much of somatic work, body work, because of which you can release a lot of trauma without a guy even knowing कि ये trauma कहाँ से आ रहा है. उसको यहाँ तक लाना पड़ेगा आपको. You have to work for a couple of days or a week or so to get him to a soothing level where he understands and accepts the thing which you just mentioned. क्योंकि अभी तो इतने पेन में उसको तो दिमाग में ही नहीं आ रहा कि ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है. He feels that his life is a mess. और आप ये बोलोगे वो अपने मन में सोचेगा यार ये भी ज्ञान दे रहा है मुझे, तो ये तो मुझे पूरी दुनिया बोलती थी, why am I paying this person? Right? So instead of that we have to give, and also the beauty of this part is when you give instant quick results to your client, their belief in you increases a lot. जैसे अभी मुझे बहुत लोग नहीं जानते, मतलब they would see my work but उनको नहीं पता कि मैं इनके ऊपर कितना कारगर हो सकता हूँ. इट ऑल्सो कल्मिनेट्स कि आपका जो क्लाइंट है ना उसको एकदम से आपके ऊपर ट्रस्ट बन जाता है क्योंकि आपसे इमीडिएट रिजल्ट दे रहे हो. जैसे अब वो आया एंड ही सेड आई एम फीलिंग वेरी एंशियस. तो मैंने बोला आप कितना एंशियस फील कर रहे हो? उसने बोला मैं 9 out of 10 एंशियस फील कर रहा हूँ. वी डिड अ प्रोसेस एंड विद इन 5 minutes ही सेज आई एम एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. और मेरी एंशियसनेस गायब हो गई, पता नहीं क्या किया तुमने. That's what I do. That's my job. And suddenly this guy will place lot more trust on me. He will open up. There have been instances, Gargi, where people have taken 5 sessions to tell me that my dad had an extramarital affair. And this could be the first session I'm telling you on front कि मैंने 5 सेशन वेस्ट कर दिए क्योंकि मैं तो अभी तक रूट कॉज तक पहुंचा नहीं. आई एम स्क्रैचिंग माई हेड की प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है, सब कुछ तो ठीक चल रहा है. एंड देन आई ओपन अप द फ्लोर. आई सेड ओ माय गॉड, so much of issues there, but they took so much of time because they were testing me, they were testing my credibility, and at the same time they needed that safe space कि इस बंदे से मैं शेयर कर सकता हूँ. But this used to be earlier days. अब तो पहले कॉल पे ही सब कुछ सेटल हो जाता because I have created a very safe environment for my client. Coming to that other point, कि जब अपने क्लाइंट के लिए आप एक सेफ्टी वाला एनवायरनमेंट बना लेते हो तो भी वो आपकी सुनते हैं और थोड़ा ट्रस्ट ज्यादा करते हैं, बट वो पहली कॉल पे कभी नहीं होता. टेक्स इट, यू हैव टू बिल्ड दैट ट्रस्ट इन दैट पर्सन. वो कह रहा है कि मुझे 25-30 साल से कोई नहीं समझ में पाया, ये कौन है ऐसा जादूगर जो एक कॉल पे मुझे पहली बार में समझ पाएगा. So we have to earn that trust from our client or our student really to then take the next level. But unfortunately ये generally कोई बता नहीं रहा है. I'm so sorry to say, but most of the coaches or mentors, they don't teach us in this fashion. They tell the entire science कि आप ऐसे use करो. But how to bring to a normal level to a person, वो अभी नहीं चल रहा. मतलब people are just running to, मुझे बस heal करना है. अरे भाई heal करने से पहले उसको normal कर लो, फिर healing शुरू हो जाएगी. कोई कहीं भागा नहीं जा रहा है. Right? And we are also hell bent on the time of the course, because I see a lot of coaches who कहते हैं आप कितने महीने लेते हो, and I have stopped saying this. I say it's upon you. We can resolve the problem in 2 months and we'll take 6 months. Right? Your time will get expanded. I said I'm not charging you for the time. I'm charging you for the result. You're here to get a result from me, not some sessions or classes that you can get on YouTube. You don't need me for that. You need a result. So please come to me if you're really serious for that result. You'll have to work with me. There's no जादू की छड़ी की मैंने आज 4 दिन ज्ञान दिया और 5वें दिन आपका सब कुछ हो गया. There's a huge deep work which we have to do as a team. And it's a 50-50 approach. आप नहीं करोगे तो रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा, मैं नहीं करूंगा तो भी नहीं आएगा, तो हमें कमिट करना पड़ेगा. So that's how I work and I would prefer to do this way.
I resonate with आपने जो भी बोला, because even I do not say, एक वो होता है कि 3 months is our time, but ऐसा नहीं है कि 3 months है तो आप जाओ, right? It's like कि जब तक you are not going to get the result for which you paid me for, I'm not going to leave you. So true. And second thing which I liked about your point was आपने जो trust वाला highlight किया ना, because even I have been through calls जहाँ पर लोग open up नहीं होते. Me, I'm just thinking कि क्या हो गया, क्या problem है, फिर एक suddenly call में they will just burst out everything. So I think as a healer we need to be very patient too. Great. Absolutely. So यहीं पर एक you know, like I got this question on my Instagram DM which I want to ask you because you are an expert in this. बहुत सारे healers होते हैं who are going through their own issues and कभी-कभी ना वो client में unknowingly client call में client के ऊपर निकल जाता है वो. So this person came on my Instagram DM and he asked me that why do you create such kind of healers जो खुद heal नहीं है and वो दूसरों को heal कर रहे हैं. So आप इस पे क्या advice?
Very good question. I would say something is better than nothing. Right? Because let's look at a very business standpoint. Forget about healing, coaching, everything. From a business standpoint, my obvious charges working one-on-one is close to 2 lakh rupees. Right. Not everyone is open to pay me that amount. But let's say there's a coach X who's my own student. He's going through his healing journey, but he also wants to take this as a profession. And he's not very well versed. I would say that, yeah, he has some knowledge. Not an expert, of course. But he's able to do the same job, or he's taking up the same job at 30,000 rupees. Right? So firstly, these people are catering to huge many number of audience.
Right.
That's only a business standpoint. Let's understand from that. So उसका घर तो चल ही रहा है उससे, और इसकी प्रॉब्लम भी कुछ हद तक तो रिजॉल्व हो रही है, if not complete, at least something. Right? Now coming to the exact point of the question, you said outburst. Of course, there's a lot of time when the healer himself may nudge on his traumatic point, और वो उसके client ने उसे बोल दिया और उसकी वजह से वो, you know, he may get angry or behave erratically with this client. It has happened with me. One of my coaches did this. I was doing from my one-on-one, and the person blasted me. I was wondering what has happened, and I understood that. I realized later that it's not my problem, it's their problem. But the point which I'm trying to make here is, Gargi, that these people who are doing this problem, again, I would say that firstly, काम पूरा भी हुआ नहीं उनका, which is not a problem. It's like we have to give them little leeway in terms of what. Let me make it clear. Do you know about this concept of on-job training?
नहीं.
Okay. So let's say, I'm glad that you will never pick a job. But let's say if someone picks a job, for 6 months they are on probation.
Okay.
That means that they're allowed to work on the floor. They will do all the things the way me and you and all the people are doing. But they are allowed to make mistakes for 6 months.
Right.
And even though then they are getting paid, the salary is still getting to them. They learn and they do the work on the job. But 6 months later it's been decided whether they will graduate to the next level or they will go back to the same level.
Yes.
That's the point number 1. Now, a person who is coming to such a healer will say, why do you take me as a guinea pig or an experiment? Sorry, that's not the point. The point here is, you are not able to pay 5 lakh rupees. Else there is a huge gamut of coaches who are ready to heal you, but you don't have that capacity. So you have to work with this person, accept his problems as well, and see that he has an intention to help you out. So the onus lies more here on the person who is coming to the healer. And I'm not saying the person who is coming to the healer is at fault, but he has to be little more cognizant of this fact. And the third fact again, जो बार बार आ रहा है, we are all humans.
Yes.
So every healer can make a mistake in their journey. I have made 10,000 mistakes, and I'm very proud of my mistakes. Because of those mistakes, I have improved myself as a coach, as a healer. And improvement तभी होता है, और वो भी तभी होता है, कभी मैंने भी पहली बार ही शुरू करा था, कभी आपने भी पहली बार ही शुरू करा था. अब हर आदमी बोले कि यार नहीं, मैं तो ऐसे पास जाऊंगा जो बहुत एक्सपीरियंस्ड है, तो फिर तो ऐसे कभी शुरुआत हो ही नहीं सकती किसी की. तो दैट इज देयर, और ये गलतियां तो नॉर्मल है. द ओनस लाइज ऑन द पर्सन हु इज कमिंग टू दैट हीलर कि भाई, you have to accept it, and I am telling you, the healer has a genuine interest to help you. Because I would not say there is some oath like doctors have. There is something called as oath of Hippocracy, and I'm willing to have that, in my community. And very soon I want that all the healers should take kind of oath that it's not just about money. We are trying to bring a change. We are the agent of change. We are the facilitators of the universe to make this earth as a better place. पैसा तो कमा ही लेंगे, उसमें कोई डाउट ही नहीं. Every coach, every healer, if they work for 5 years, they can roll into crores. And I'm not joking. I know it because I'm there.
Yes.
Right? So the point which I'm trying to make here is that once you get more from a heart aspect, that you have a job which is coming from the God. ये कोई छोटा मोटा काम नहीं है. उसने भेजा है आपको कि आप उसकी थोड़ी समस्या को सॉल्व करो. तो उसको उसका काम समझ के जब आप करते हो, उस इंटेंशन से करते हो, तो आप अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पूरी निभाते हो. क्या गलतियां होंगी? 110% होनी भी चाहिए. अब वो सामने वाले पे डिपेंड करता है कि उस गलती को कितना एक्सेप्ट करता है. बट आई एम श्योर इवेंचुअली वो हीलर कंट्रोल कर लेगा, कैप्चर कर लेगा और हेल्प कर लेगा. सो आई एम नॉट स्पीकिंग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ हीलर्स. आई एम टेलिंग हाउ द वर्ड इज अराउंड, बिकॉज दैट्स हाउ जॉब मार्केट्स आर ऑल्सो देयर. इस तरह तो फ्रेशर कभी आएगा नहीं. आप हर जगह एक्सपीरियंस मांगते हो. एक्सपीरियंस 50 लाख रुपए की सैलरी मांगता है, फिर मैं तो 20,000 ही दे सकता हूँ उसको, तो 20,000 में फ्रेशर ही मिलेगा फिर आपको. तो उससे आप एक्सपेक्ट करो कि वो गलतियां करेगा, एंड देन पार्डन इट. Give him time, give him to explore himself, and you will automatically upgrade him to the GM of the company over some years. Right? So that's how it works. I hope this answers.
This is the best answer I've ever received, क्योंकि I've asked this from many other coaches also, but मेरे को हमेशा वो reply मिला that felt very rude कि those healers should stop coaching.
No way. I think every person should at least become a healer to its own family.
Yes.
Forget about going outside. But पहले अपने घर की समस्याओं को ठीक कर ले, क्योंकि you have to understand the difference between a healer and a non-healer is just the state of awareness.
Yes.
और अगर एटलीस्ट वो अवेयर हो गया है, तो कम से कम अपने घर में शांति तो बना सकता है. और वो तभी बना सकता है जब वो हमसे कुछ सीखेगा. See, one thing is only working on myself, but the other thing is he getting coached कि बाकी लोगों को कैसे सिखाना, उनको कैसे हेल्प करना है. तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, भले ही वो उससे पैसे ना कमाए, बट अपने परिवार में, घर में शांति, सुकून, अपने घर वालों की अपग्रेड कर सकता है. घर के सारे लोग अच्छा कमा सकते हैं. दे कैन dwell like anything in the family itself. That's the basic start. So मेरा मानना तो ये कि हर घर में एक हीलर होना चाहिए. That's the basic premise today. जैसे हर घर में कमाने वाला होता है ना, वैसे ही हर घर में एक हीलर होना चाहिए. That's a very important basic aspect today. And you have to understand, we are approaching towards this stage of Kalyug, right? So anyway problem बहुत सारी दुनिया में, और अगर आप ऐसे घर में अपने एक इंसान को नहीं रखते हो, तो सारे लोग तो गर्त में वैसे ही जाने के लिए तैयार बैठे हैं. तो मैं तो ये मानता हूँ कि हर इंसान को होना चाहिए. गलतियां करना इंसान का धर्म है. मैं कर रहा हूँ आज भी गलतियां, आप भी कर रहे होगे, और ये हमारा काम है. राइट? इसीलिए हम इंसान है, भगवान थोड़ी बन सकते हैं. तो हीलर को वहां क्यों चढ़ा रहे हो? वो एक नॉर्मल इंसान है जो अपना काम करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. आप उसको हेल्प करो, उसको गाइड करो. इनफैक्ट यू गिव हिम अ फीडबैक, ही विल इंप्रूव, ही विल गो टू हिज कोच. एंड आई हैव अ वेरी ओपन डोर पॉलिसी. आई हैव 3 years old स्टूडेंट जो आज भी केस लेके, आई हैव अ कॉल पेंडिंग विद वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट. वो 2 दिन से मुझे नच कर रही है कि बताओ, शी इज एन इनर चाइल्ड हीलर एंड शी इज, आई हैव अ वेरी स्पेसिफिक केस, आई वांट टू वर्क विद यू. सेड ओके फाइन. They paid me 3 years ago. I am not very liable to them because the program was only for 3 months. But as a healer, I take that responsibility. No, they are part of my community. They are my family now. I have to help them to grow. So they should also, the healers, it's a responsibility of a healer to seek such coaches and mentors who are there for their community, there for them when they get stuck in such situations. Because ये problem उनके साथ ज़्यादा आता है जो बेचारे अकेले अलूफ हो जाते हैं और फिर वो एकदम घूमते रहते हैं क्या करना है. So that will of course be a challenge.
So I just have one more question to ask. आपने भी एक लाइन बोली थी कि हर घर में हीलर होना चाहिए who can heal its own family. Now the problem is बहुत सारे families में even though the healer is fully ready to help them, लेकिन maybe first thing is वो सामने वाले समझेंगे नहीं, या फिर वो आपको हमेशा एक उसी रोल से देखेंगे जो आप घर में हो. वो कभी आपको मतलब अगर आप ऊपर चढ़ रहे हो तो they are like कि तू नीचे आ जा, बाहर होगा जो भी होगा. So what exactly is your point of
Very good.
कि आप यहाँ
तो आपके इस जवाब से मुझे मैथ्स का टाइम याद आ गया. मैथ्स में हम लोग हेंस प्रूव लिखते थे बट साथ में कोरोलरी लिखते थे. तो मैं कोरोलरी बता देता हूँ कि ये जो आपने बात बोली बिल्कुल सही है, बट एज यू राइटली मेंशन्ड कि हमारे पेरेंट्स या हमारे घर वाले हमें उसी तरह जानते हैं, अरे ये तो ऐसे ही बुद्धू सा था, ये तो ऐसे ही था, ये तो वैसे ही था, ये क्या हमें करेगा. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. बट having said that, even if you are not healing your family members, you are becoming more aware about their situation, you are being very sympathetic towards them, you are understanding their pain. तो पहले तो आप ही का रोल इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा. और आप समझिए गार्गी कि इसके वजह से हीलिंग का इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी कि मुझे किसी के साथ काम ही करना है तो भी उसका बर्ताव चेंज होगा. मैं अपने घर में अगर बदल जाऊंगा तो ही मेरे घर वालों का बर्ताव मेरी तरफ बदल जाएगा. तो स्टार्ट्स यहीं से होता है. बट जो आपने दूसरी बात बोली उसका भी तरीका यही है कि द हीलर हैज टू गो आउट, डेफिनेटली हैज टू प्रूव हिज वर्थ, and eventually the home and everyone will start listening to them. My mom never trusted me for a very long time, but because I'm a very experimental child in the family, like I said, मैं अतरंगी चीजें बचपन से ही कुछ ना कुछ करता रहा था. I could stick to a job that was a big thing for me because it was for my survival. But then very recently, last year was the first time that she trusted me and she did the complete graphotherapy process with me for 90 days and even beyond. And she trusted, and I am telling you, there were so many problems that were resolved in her life, and she could feel that change, right? So what I'm trying to tell, once you become a role model for outsiders, your family automatically accepts you. Not that they don't love you or what. I'll tell you two connotations on this part. If there are parents, सबसे पहला उनका टेंशन ये होता है कि इसका दिल टूट जाएगा. ये निकला तो है बड़ी बड़ी बातें करके कि कुछ बनेगा, ये नहीं बनेगा, बट हमें पता है कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा क्योंकि हम तो इसे बचपन से देख रहे थे, ये क्या कर पाएगा. तो ऐसे में इसका दिल टूटेगा, हमें और बुरा लगेगा कि बेचारे ने इतनी मेहनत की बट ही कुडंट प्रूव हिज वर्थ. दैट्स द फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. द सेकंड प्रॉब्लम इज दे जज. बहुत कॉमनली जज करते रहते हैं अपने घर वालों को. सबसे ज्यादा हम जज करते हैं कि यार ये ऐसा करता है, ये मेरे साथ वैसे करता है. जब ये मेरे साथ ही ऐसे रखता है तो दुनिया के साथ ये कैसे रहेगा, ये कौन सा हीलर बन सकता है, ये तो इस टाइप का इंसान. क्या वो आदतें जाती नहीं? बैड थिंग्स टेक टाइम टू गो. बट क्या हम कॉन्शियस एफर्ट डालते हैं अपने आप को ठीक करने में? हेल यस. जब हम उस सिचुएशन से दोबारा गुजरते हैं, इफ आई हैव गॉन थ्रू अ हीलिंग सेशन और इफ आई हैव गॉन थ्रू द कंप्लीट प्रोग्राम ऑफ हीलिंग और आई हैव जस्ट वर्कड एज अ कोच टू हील अदर पीपल, at least I am being more aware of the situation coming in my family and I can better handle it in much better way than पहले मैं जैसे उसको heal करता था, मतलब जैसे treat करता था when I was the unhealed version of myself, right? So having said that, you are right, it will take time for family members to start trusting and getting healed from me, but if I am the change maker, मेरे घर का environment change हो जाएगा और शायद मुझे उनको heal करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. I can accept them the way they are, वो अपनी हरकतें करते रहेंगे, but घर overall एक upliftment पे आ चुका होगा. Which is what is my final goal, right? मुझे नहीं अपने घर में सबको, मतलब I don't want my mom to become an inner child leader. वो क्या ही करेंगी? She wants to enjoy. I want her to enjoy. But the point is कि मुझे एक बहुत congenial environment चाहिए अपनी माँ के साथ और अपनी family के साथ, which I am able to do it very easily and successfully. I had a very, very turmoiled relationship with my mom 3 years ago before getting into inner child healing. But it was very magical. After 3 months, things drastically changed, and since then, life has completely changed. तो क्या मेरी माँ ने हीलिंग सीखी? नहीं. क्या मेरी लाइफ अच्छी है? जबरदस्त है, धमाकेदार है. तो वो इसलिए हुआ बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू वर्क ऑन माई सेल्फ एंड आई कुड सी अ चेंज इन माई एंटायर सिनेरियो इन माई एनवायरमेंट, राइट. मेरे सारे रिश्ते इंप्रूव होने शुरू हो गए जिनको मैं वैल्यू करता हूँ. और मुझे ये भी पता लग गया कि मुझे किनको वैल्यू नहीं करना है, बिकॉज आई वॉज अ बिग टाइम पीपल प्लीजर. मैं पूरी दुनिया के बारे में सोच रहा हूँ सिवाय अपने घर वालों के सोच के. मुझे अपनी गलतियों का एहसास हुआ एंड आई ऑल्सो कुड फाइंड द रूट कॉज ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम विच वॉज कमिंग फ्रॉम माई डैड. वी स्टार्टेड हीलिंग ऑन इट. And today I am not a people pleaser anymore. I can very point blank say that, hey, this is not what I am ready to do. Thank you so much. Which I was not able to say. मेरे को 30 साल तक तो मैं हाँ ही करता रहा पूरी दुनिया को. कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि मुझे क्या बोलना है. It's only very recently that I realized that I need to create a boundary. I need to say no to people. I need to know that who is good for me, who is not good for me. मुझे किसको entertain करना है, किसको नहीं करना. उनको बुरा लगता है, उनका प्रॉब्लम है, मेरा प्रॉब्लम बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Right? तो this is, we become very aware. और मुझे तो लगता है कि हर इंसान को एटलीस्ट एक कोच रखना चाहिए अपने जीवन में जो उसके दिमाग को सेटल कर सके. और मैं, ये मेरा विजन, एंड आई एम श्योर थ्रू यू एंड पीपल लाइक अस will create an environment जहाँ हर इंसान का ये पूछा अच्छा तुम किस कोच के साथ हो, अच्छा तुम इसके साथ हो, तुम इसके साथ हो.
Yes.
That would be the normal conversation in the family or in places. In fact, I'm telling you, because education system बड़ा ही profit centric होता है.
Yes.
They would start appointing healers and coaches in their school right from the childhood कि भाई इस बच्चे के अंदर mindset डालो, पता नहीं इसके parents इसको क्या सिखाते हैं, हम इसको सही सिखा के भेजें. And this is going to be future of the universe. We may think कि ऐसा तो कुछ होगा नहीं, AI आ गया, AI अपना काम कर रहा है. बट AI कभी भी ह्यूमन इमोशंस के साथ काम नहीं कर सकता. आप एक रोबोट को बिठा लो, रोबोट आपको इमोशनली हील नहीं कर पाएगा, चाहे आप कितना ही कर लो. सो आई एम ऑल्सो ट्राइंग टू टेल यू कि ये जो एक जॉब है, एक काम है, ये जिंदगी भर चलने वाला है, पीढ़ियों तक चलने वाला है, कभी नहीं बंद होने वाला.
So true. Like I think आपने एक बहुत bold statement दिया है to all the coaches because you know ये हर एक new coach and healer में आता है कि मैं क्यों जाऊँ आगे when there are so many other coaches already out there. Yes. So I have one personal question to ask from you. जैसे you know like एक expectations होती हैं हम सबकी that we expect a lot from our own loved ones. And why is there like I have just a personal question, ये कोई healing से related नहीं है कि there are so many families out there कि वो अपनी families को time नहीं देते हैं, उनके पास हर किसी के लिए time होता है but they hate their family members, they do not want to talk to them, उनके पास या तो money या career के अलावा कोई topic ही नहीं होता बात करने के लिए. And such homes they what I believe they are broken from inside. वो साथ दिखते ज़रूर है लेकिन अंदर से वो बहुत broken होते हैं. So how to actually get into that kind of maturity level और इस situation को कैसे deal कर सकते हैं?
Perfect. Thank you for this question. But इसके पहले हमें समझना पड़ेगा कि ऐसा होता क्यों है.
Yes.
Like let's take a situation of a small boy. You know, he comes very happily from home. स्कूल से आया, उसको लगता है कि उसकी माँ उसके लिए खाना बनाएगी, उसका ये करेगी, वो करेगी, कुछ भी करे. And let's assume a hypothetical situation that the parents had a very bad fight. वो घर में घुसा और वो अपनी माँ को छेड़ रहा है, नच कर रहा है, the way he used to do generally, और माँ ने उसको एक जोर सा चाटा मार दिया. The child is clueless, ये हुआ क्या, मतलब मैंने क्या किया जो मुझे मार पड़ गई अभी एकदम से, right? And I'm telling from my generation, हो सकता है अब चीजें बदल गई होंगी, of course, but when we were kids this was very common, right? And the child is clueless कि what happened suddenly, right? And he would take solace from his father and he'll say, the dad will say चुपचाप यहाँ से जाओ, because he is already in bad mood. So even though the dad will not hit, but he is completely shunning the child कि भागो यहाँ से, go back. Now the child feels कि घर में तो उसको कोई पूछ नहीं रहा, I am completely unloved, because this is a very common feeling. आप बच्चे को खिलौने दे दो, उसको सारे सामान दे दो, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, बट वो उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट कभी नहीं होती. आप झोपड़ी में भी बच्चे को पालो, बट उसको बहुत सारा प्यार दे दो, वो कंप्लीट है. उसको क्या पता क्या अमीर है क्या गरीब है, उसको मिट्टी में खिलाओ चाहे आप 5 स्टार होटल में खिलाओ, इससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? तो द पॉइंट इज कि जब ये लैक होते हैं ना बच्चे के अंदर, वो उसको बाहर जाने पे आमादा करते हैं, राइट? दैट इज अ वेरी बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ पीपल बिकमिंग पीपल प्लीजर, जो मैं अभी बोल ही रहा था, वो यहीं से शुरुआत होती है. क्योंकि उसको लगता है कि यार मेरे घर वाले तो मुझे प्यार करते नहीं, पहले तो मैं ऐसा कुछ करूं जिससे वो मुझे प्यार करने लगे. सो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ पीपल बीइंग परफेक्शनिस्ट ऑल्सो कमिंग फ्रॉम द सेम वेराइटी, की उनको लगता है कि मैं कुछ एडिशनल कर दूं, कुछ अच्छा कर दूं तो मुझे ज्यादा प्यार मिलेगा. बट प्रॉब्लम तो वहीं की वहीं है, क्योंकि पेरेंट्स तो आपस में ही ब्रोकन है, वो क्या संभालेंगे बच्चे को, उनको लगता है तो एडिशनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमारे सर पे, तो वो अपनी जिम्मेदारी पूरी निभाने की कोशिश करते हैं, बट दे डोंट टेक इट एज द रियल लव द वे इट इज. जब उनका मूड अच्छा होगा तो ठीक, इट्स वेरी कन्वीनियंट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि वो प्यार नहीं करते, बट जब उनका मूड अच्छा है तो खूब प्यार देंगे, जब उनका मूड खराब है तो बच्चे बोलेंगे निकल जाओ यहाँ से, या ये कर लो या वो कर लो, राइट? तो वो जो कन्वीनियंस है ना, वो बच्चा समझ ही नहीं पा रहा आपकी प्रॉब्लम. अब हो क्या रहा है इसमें कि वो बच्चा प्यार पाने के लिए हर तरफ से कुछ भी कर रहा है, उसको कर रहा है, मैं पापा की हेल्प करूंगा, मम्मा की हेल्प करूंगा तो मुझे प्यार मिलेगा, बट कुछ फायदा हुआ नहीं. जैसे ही वो ये एक्सपेरिमेंट बाहर करता है पहली बार, तो उसको शाबाशी मिलती कि तुमने तो मेरी हेल्प कर दी, थैंक यू सो मच. तो उसको कहता है ये तो मुझे नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर रहे, बट ये बाहर वाले तो बहुत एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, ये मेरे ज्यादा अपने लगते हैं मुझे. एंड एज दे ग्रो एंड यू रियलाइज सो मेनी, एंड आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट टीनेज बॉयज, द मोमेंट दे टर्न 13-14 दे आर कंप्लीट रेबल टू देयर पेरेंट्स. वो उनसे बात ही नहीं करना चाहते हो, कहते हैं ये पागल लोग हैं, इनसे मुझे बात नहीं करनी है, बिकॉज दे नेवर ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द चाइल्ड अंटिल ऑल दीज एजेस. और अब उसको दिख रहा है कि उसके वो दोस्त जो खुद पागल बैठे हुए हैं, उनके भी माँ बाप वही हैं, वो दो आंडू पांडू लोग अपने दिमाग में पता नहीं क्या लगा के कहानी बनाते हैं. सॉरी टू यूज दिस टर्म, बिकॉज दैट्स हाउ बॉयज आर वेरी डिफरेंट कैटेगरी ऑल टुगेदर. उनको पता ही नहीं होता लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, वो आपस में एक दूसरे के समझ के कर लेते कि ऐसे होता है, ऐसे होता है, ऐसे होता है, ऐसे होता है. And they think this is how life is. And only until the boys turn to 25 years of age is when they realize कि oh shit, my dad was so right. इसके पहले तो उनको समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था. So what I'm trying to tell such people living in such environment, when they grow up, they will find peace outside. They will find happiness outside. They might be sounding very successful in the outer world because वो मेहनती हैं, वो काम तो खूब कर रहे हैं, but वो दुनिया के लिए कर रहे हैं. और अब समझिएगा, they will, so this boy, I'm talking about a man right now, वो बच्चा अब सोच रहा है कि अब मेरी शादी होगी, so मेरी वाइफ आएगी, अब मैं अच्छे से प्यार दूंगा, I will create a very happy family. लेकिन पूरी आदत तो उसकी जाने वाली नहीं है. आदत तो उसकी है कि घर वाले तो कभी प्यार करते ही नहीं है. The moment this, वो till the time she is girlfriend, तब तक तो सब अच्छा है. जैसे ही वो घर में खुद आती है ना, उसको तो अपने पुराने पैटर्न याद है ना, कि उसके माँ बाप तो ऐसे ही थे, तो बीवी कौन सी अलग हो सकती है. इनफैक्ट ही इज मिमिकिंग हिज वाइफ द वे हिज मदर हैड कम. मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस आई हैव रियलाइज्ड, जिस तरह की वो वाइफ अट्रैक्ट करता है, वैसी उसकी मदर का नेचर उसको दिख रहा होता है. राइट, तो सिमिलर. हालांकि अपनी माँ की कभी गलती मानता नहीं, जब तो डीप फीलिंग में नहीं आता तब उसको रह जाता है, हाँ मेरी माँ की भी गलती थी, बट उसके पहले तो मानता ही नहीं है. सो द पॉइंट इज कि अब वो उस वाइफ के साथ उसी समय रह रहा है और वो कह रहा है कि यार यहाँ भी वही सिचुएशन है, मैं तो उसके लिए फूल ला रहा हूँ, गुलदस्ता ला रहा हूँ, उसको तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. तो कह रहा है यार उससे अच्छा तो वही बाहर वाले थे. एंड अगेन ही विल गो आउट, ही विल स्टार्ट डूइंग इट फॉर द वर्ल्ड, एंड इवेंचुअली ही विल बिकम अ फादर. एंड से ये बच्चे भी कौन से मेरे सुनने वाले हैं, ये भी तो यहीं से आ रहे हैं, तो ये भी वैसे ही होने वाला है. तो लेट्स बेटर दैट आई डू ओनली थिंग फॉर द वर्ल्ड, आई विल नॉट केयर फॉर देम. बट थिंक अबाउट इट, हाउ जनरेशनली वी आर ब्रोकिंग द एंटायर चेन. अब इसके बच्चे बड़े होंगे, ये भी वही प्रॉब्लम से गुजर रहे होंगे, फिर उनके होंगे, और यही चलता रहेगा कारवां, ये खत्म ही नहीं होने वाला कभी.
So, like you have really broken down in a very, अच्छे से आपने बताया है. So, आपके content से मैंने generally देखा है कि you work with a lot of men out there. मतलब एक
I try to.
Yes.
Fortunately, मिलते नहीं हैं क्योंकि वो अभी काम ही नहीं करना चाहते हैं. But yeah, you're right. Sorry, continue.
Yes. So, like जितने भी men के साथ आपने work किया है, just want to understand the true emotions that a man goes through, because बाहर की दुनिया में तो ऐसे ही बोला जाता है कि boys don't cry, वो हमेशा एक solid बने रहते हैं. But I know for sure कि उनका भी एक soft होता होगा कहीं पे when they cry. And like जब भी when I see male people crying a lot, वो ज़्यादा hit होता है than a woman crying, because it's just like कभी देखा नहीं, and it feels like normal भी नहीं लगता कि कोई man रो रहा है. So what is your take on it?
First question to this is, how many times have you seen your dad crying?
I think just 1 or 2 times.
Maybe. और अभी होगा जब when you will get married probably, तब ज़्यादा दिखेगा आपको. But mostly you will never see a man crying, because that's how the society has created a boundary. And I'm telling you, Gargi, more than women, men are more broken. They need more healing. Not because कि वो थोड़े पागल होते हैं या सनकी होते हैं, but the upbringing is a very different for a boy than a girl. A girl, generally you will realize in a family that they don't want to hit a girl child because of lot of reason, including religion as such, कि यार पाप लगता है, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. But for a boy it's very common. So कोई भी अपना आता है, गुस्सा उतार के चला जाता है, आता है, 2 लगाता है और निकल लेता है, because it's very normal for a boy to get beating, क्योंकि उसके बाप ने भी खाया, उसके दादा ने भी खाया, नाना ने भी खाया, सब तो मार खा रहे थे, तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है, तुम भी खा लो. तो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ से शुरू होती है कि उसको 2 प्रॉब्लम है. पहले तो कोई भी उसको फिजिकली हैंडल भी कर सकता है, मिस हैंडल भी कर सकता है, और दूसरा उसको ये मना किया जाता है कि तुम अपने इमोशंस मत दिखाओ, तुम रो नहीं सकते, तुम लड़की हो. कि आई हैव डन दिस पाप, पाप because it's a पाप. When my child was just started my healing and he was 4-5 years and he used to cry and whine, and I said, are you a girl, why do you cry like a girl? And I said, what a big mistake I'm doing this way. अब देखिए यहाँ से क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. I'm just stating this one point. The moment I say to this boy, my own son, कि बेटा तू लड़की है क्या, रोता क्यों ऐसे, 3-4 प्रॉब्लम बता रहा हूँ. पहली चीज़, रोना बुरा है, रोना नहीं चाहिए. दूसरी चीज़, लड़कियां वीक होती हैं इसलिए रोती हैं, लड़के स्ट्रांग होते हैं, वो नहीं रो सकते. और तीसरी चीज़, तुम लड़के हो तो तुम्हें रोना ही नहीं चाहिए, दिस इज नॉट फॉर यू. नाउ इसमें मैंने एक चीज़ और क्या बताई, उसी को बता दिया कि विमेन वीक होती हैं. मैं बचपन से ही आदमी को तैयार कर रहा हूँ कि तू तो वीक है, तू तो स्ट्रांग है, बट लड़कियां वीक होती हैं. इमेजिन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ हस्बैंड ही इज गोना बिकम, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सन ही इज गोना बिकम, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फादर ही इज गोना बिकम टू अ गर्ल, राइट. और क्योंकि ये इनकलकेट पहले से ही हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ द पेट्रियार्किक सोसाइटी. सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम, I'll ask you a question. How many times have you seen women dying of heart attack or heard about it?
ज़्यादा नहीं.
मैंने तो एक भी नहीं सुना है. How many men have you ever seen dying?
Most of them,
right? What is the major reason? Men do not have a safe space to share what they are going through. वो सब अंदर ही बर्न हो रहा है, अंदर भरता जा रहा है. Women, by the virtue of God, उनके पास कुछ 2-3 चीज़ें बहुत अच्छी हैं. पहला, they can cry. They're allowed to cry, by the way. They can cry. You can cry in a public place. You can cry in a personal place. People will say, "अरे ये क्यों रो रही है?" But they will not find it awkward. But a man crying will become a question mark on his masculinity. कि क्या इसकी, he is not a मर्द enough.
Yes.
So he doesn't want to show off that I can do that. Point number one. Second, this emotional turmoil which a woman is going through, she can vent it out also. Women have women friends with who they can share. You know, if a man will say this to a man, he will say, "Abey sab natak hai, chhodna. Let's have 2 pegs. Close the discussion."
Yes. Yes.
Right? Because that's how men think. Men have been told not to face a problem but to run away from a problem. That's just easy for them, right? Because by the virtue of nature, man is supposed to be a provider. उसको बोलते तुम इन सब झड़पों में लग जाओगे तो कमा के कब लाओगे? तो ये सब छोड़ो, तुम कमाई पे फोकस करो. बट नोबडी इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि उसके अंदर क्या चल रहा है, क्योंकि वो खुद ही नहीं समझ पा रहा क्या चल रहा है. एंड इमेजिन हार्ट अटैक इज अ सिचुएशन जब वो इमोशनल बम्प अप इतना बढ़ गया है कि ना वो कह सकता है, ना वो ले सकता है, ना वो रिलीज कर सकता है. बिकॉज आंसू इज अ वे टू रिलीज, बट ही इज नॉट एबल टू क्राई ऑल्सो. इवेंचुअली होगा क्या? ही विल गेट अ हार्ट अटैक एंड द केसेस आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. So the problem is more severe with men, if I see, and the reason why men don't want to come is again the same reason, because they have the ego. They say, "Oh, मुझे healing की जरूरत नहीं है, सब English है," right? And also, if you see deep down, they're afraid to share, because उनको कभी वो safe space मिला ही नहीं. उनको आज भी विश्वास नहीं है कि किसी को मैं बोलूंगा मेरा मजाक ना उड़ाए, बोलेगा हे ये आदमियों के कैसी फालतू बातें कर रहा है. तो इस पेन से वो निकलना ही नहीं चाहता, वो बाहर ही नहीं आना चाहता. बिकॉज एवरी मैन, आई कैन बेट ऑन इट, बिकॉज आई एम अ मैन एंड आई नो हाउ मेन थिंक, have gone through severe situations in their life. Do you know, there is always, it's so hyped about that sexual abuse happens with women. I have 3 men clients who I have worked with had sexual abuse. They were not at all liking the situations. There were elder women who were trying to play with these boys. They were like hardly 12, 13, 14 years of age. They didn't know how to react. They couldn't shout because they were being forced not to say anything, क्योंकि same घर में रहते हैं. And they had gone through so much of traumatic experience. They never had a good romantic relationship their entire life because of these experiences. अब ये बड़ा आसान है because इसके लिए कोई कानून ही नहीं बना है. But how to get them from these problems? Unless they open up and they want to show up and they want to say that nobody is gonna judge me, let me talk about it, is when they can really, get away from this problem. But you raised a very pertinent point, that the problem with men is more serious than women today, as I think. But the acceptance rate is very low. I'm glad that women are accepting this. In fact, sorry, I'm just saying, but with a friend, a very close healer friend, we just discussed that, the way how women are working on themselves. I said, 10 years down the line, women will top chart everything, because that's how exactly opposite was. If you see 50 years from the timeline, it was always men who was there everywhere. The chef is man, the pilot is man, everything was man. And I told her, 10 years down the line, everything will be women. Men तो कहीं दिखेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि वो अपने ऊपर काम ही नहीं करना चाहते हैं. Women want to work on themselves. I'm getting clients like anything in women. Men, when I even tell them, बाबा मैं तेरे को डिस्काउंट दे रहा हूँ, तू शुरू कर. नहीं, मैं नहीं करना चाहता. तो यार अभी मैं क्या कर सकता. So I said that, women are more opening up, and I am going to see a world which will be completely driven by women, is what I can see, if men are not waking up and want to work on themselves. Because that's very natural, important thing that will be needed in the future.
राइट, लाइक आपने बहुत सीरियस पॉइंट आई थिंक आपने बोला है, बिकॉज जनरली इवन दो आई सी सो मेनी पीपल इन पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट, कोचेज है, हीलर्स है, हर एक की कम्युनिटी में सिर्फ 99% आर वुमेन एंड 1% इज मैन, राइट. सो इसका कोई, डू यू थिंक देयर इज एनी सोल्यूशन टू दिस, कि जो हम लोग अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं?
नहीं, आई थिंक उनके घरों में ही हो रहा है. जब उनकी वाइफ उनसे बेटर करती है, उनकी मदर उनसे बेटर करती है, उनकी सिस्टर उनसे बेटर करती है, उनको रियलाइजेशन होने लगता है. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ माय क्लाइंट्स आर कमिंग फ्रॉम रेफरेंसेस ओनली.
ओके.
तो उनका भाई आ रहा है एंड ऑल दोस पीपल, बिकॉज दे नो दैट, एंड दे विल से यार तुम तो बदल गई हो, तुम तो ऐसे बिल्कुल नहीं थे, व्हाट हैपेंड, एंड दे टेल ओके बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. सो इट विल हैपन, बट लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, दैट्स हाउ द नेचुरल फ्लो ऑफ द मैस्कुलाइन एंड द फेमिनाइन इज. सो वील हैव टू गिव देम टाइम, इट विल हैपन. जब वो देखेंगे कि हर जगह ही औरत ऊपर चढ़ रही है, वो भी जगेंगे कि हमें भी ऊपर आना है, हमें भी वापस अपनी पोजीशन चाहिए, कुछ ना कुछ करना है. दे विल वेक अप टू दिस सिचुएशन, एंड इट्स हैपनिंग, बाय द वे, इट्स हैपनिंग एट अ कॉर्पोरेट लेवल मोर देन द पर्सनल लेवल. सो कॉर्पोरेट में कोचेस आर वेरी कॉमन देयर, बट नॉट एट अ पर्सनल लेवल और पर्सनल लाइफ के प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं. फॉर लीडरशिप कोचिंग एवरी मैन इज वेरी ओपन. Oh, I want to become a leader, I want to become a sales coach, I want to become this. But when it comes to life, they are still closed, because again they never got a safe environment. So as they will start getting it, you will see that there is going to be a tsunami of men as well, but it will take some time.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much for answering this. I'm glad I asked this. So my next question to you is related to your personal life. Like I see you doing so many things. You know, like आप हर चीज में हो. आप you are into corporate, still in corporate. When I heard that आप still ये सब करते हैं, I was like आपको कितना ऊपर pressure होता होगा. Next is like your life coaching, your community, your content is there, social media is there. So how do you manage it and still show up with that vision and clarity every single day, because your energy is very infectious?
Thank you so much, Gargi, for accepting it. But it's like very simple. If I enjoy what I do and if I love what I do, I think वो काम लगता नहीं है.
हाँ, yes.
It becomes a way of life actually. जैसे for example, कभी किसी को ब्रश करना heavy लगा है, बात लेना heavy लगा है, खाना बनाना या खाना खाना heavy लगा है, नहीं, these are natural things. In the same way, if all these activities which I do, they get embedded in my regular lifestyle, I don't think that I will ever feel heavy. Having said that, there are heavy moments and I need time out, I need breaks, periodic breaks, I do take. But the point is that when I start loving the work which I do, तो इतना heavy कभी नहीं लगा मुझे शुरू से ही. Also, you need to understand the result has to come. So, a lot of people, they work with lot of enthu, they work with lot of, they put a lot of effort. I don't deny. I have so many coaches in my community who have come to me, पूरी दुनिया सागर घूम के आ गए, और बोले यार हो नहीं रहा, तुम ऐसा क्या देने वाले हो. मैंने कहा तुम देख लो, तुम्हारे सामने है, लेना है लो, नहीं लेना मत लो, उससे मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But the point which I am trying to make here is that there are basic problems with people. The first problem, which the most common with all the coaches and healers and for general public, is we have a very big misnomer about this word selling. सबसे बड़ा problem. If you think about this podcast that we had for almost an hour now, what did we do? We are just selling the concept of healing in the mind of people. And now that I'm telling selling, तो कुछ लोगों को ये बुरा लगने लगेगा, और ये तो मुझे प्रोडक्ट बेच रहा है. But हम पिछले घंटे से यही कर रहे हैं. And I want to tell on the face that everyone is either selling something or getting sold.
Yes.
तो जब ये हो ही रहा है, तो अपने काम को सेल करने में पता नहीं लोगों को क्या परेशानी आती है. आप एक बहुत अच्छी मूवी देख के आते हो, आपने 4 दोस्तों को रेफर करते हो कि यार तू देख क्या पीवीआर आपको पैसे दे देता है, या आपका दोस्त बोलता है कि बहुत बढ़िया मूवी थी, चल मैं तुझे अलग से कॉफी पिलाता हूँ. नहीं, वो बोलेगा थैंक यू वेरी मच. बट अपना ही काम, योर ओन वर्क विच इज सो मच हाईलाइटेड, यू डोंट वांट टू डू, इज अगेन कमिंग फ्रॉम देयर ओन सेल्फ वर्थ. दे डोंट ट्रस्ट देयर वर्क, दे डोंट ट्रस्ट देमसेल्फ, दे डोंट ट्रस्ट हीलिंग एज सच. क्योंकि जब वो बोलेंगे मैंने ये करा, चलो बैठो मेरे साथ, अभी बताते हैं क्या क्या करा है. And it will open up as if they were living a facade, they were living in a facade. क्योंकि अगर वो सच में अपने ऊपर काम कर चुके होते या अपने ऊपर सच में हीलिंग कर ली होती, तो इतने बुरे हाल नहीं होते. और इसलिए एक प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि जो सेलिंग का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है, वो बहुत ही मिसडायरेक्शन है. लोगों के दिमाग में सेलिंग का मतलब ये होता है, आपने झोला टांगा, घंटी बजाई, बोला मैम ये ले लो प्लीज प्लीज, मेरे बच्चे भूखे हैं. This is what they think about selling. And again, this is coming from the childhood memories. Again, there's huge lot of intergenerational work and ICS that is all combined. But what I'm trying to tell you is, Gargi, कि प्रॉब्लम यहाँ से शुरू होता है. तो मुझे ज्यादा काम करने में दिक्कत इसलिए नहीं होती क्योंकि मुझे ज्यादा काम मिलता रहता है. और किसी को भी मिलेगा, आपको भी मिलेगा, आप भी करोगे, उसमें क्या बुराई है. इफ यू एंजॉय योर वर्क, आप 16 घंटे काम करोगे, 18 घंटे काम करोगे, क्यों नहीं करना है, क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है, राइट? हाँ, एट अ लेवल, एट अ स्टेज, लाइक यू नो ऑल द बिग कोचेस, वेरी बिग कोचेस, they have the luxury not to do anything and they can work only on themselves because there's a stage. Yes. So there's a stage when you become a millionaire and there is a stage when you become a billionaire. You look at a billionaire's life, you look at people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. They spend 8 hours only on themselves. They don't talk to the world. They don't need to. They have already done that hard work. But it's our age right now, or our stage right now, that we have to go and grill out, because eventually we'll go there, because when you are financially free, it's your choice. And I'm not saying they do things, but they do it at their leisure.
Yes.
And so do you also, you can do it at your leisure. The best part about the healing work is कि आप अपनी मर्जी से जब चाहें तब कर सकते हैं. I can say no to any person, and I have said no to so many people. They had oozes of money. I just didn't like the vibration. I talked to this person. I said he's not ready to change. I don't want to work with him. Because I am working for result. Money I can earn. जब मुझे पता है सामने वाला रिजल्ट लेने के लिए आया नहीं, वो तो मुझे गलत प्रूव करने के लिए आया है. मुझे नहीं चाहिए ऐसा इंसान अपनी लाइफ में. So I know how to break that. तो यहाँ पर काम चलेगा बहुत अच्छे से. और कमिंग बैक टू कि मल्टीपल चीजें इसलिए होती हैं बिकॉज समवेयर देयर इज लॉट ऑफ क्लैरिटी इन माय माइंड कि मैं जो कर रहा हूँ क्यों कर रहा हूँ. आई एम वेरी क्लियर फ्रॉम डे वन not day one, at least when I say day one, today morning when I wake up, I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm coming to you and I'm talking to you. I have a very clear picture about 6 months from now कि और क्या होने वाला है इससे. So because of that outcome in place, I don't hesitate in trying out things and doing anything, whatever comes to my plate, because I love doing it. So इसलिए हो जाता है.
अमेजिंग, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शेयरिंग. यहाँ पे मुझे एक क्वेश्चन है, बिकॉज आपने ये चीज़ बोली थी दैट यू से नो टू पीपल हु हैव अ लॉट ऑफ मनी बट स्टिल वो वाइब्रेशन मैच नहीं होती. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, बहुत सारे कोचेज अभी जो है, कोचिंग इंडस्ट्रीज नाउ गेटिंग, हर न्यू डे आपको हर एक न्यू कोच मिलता है कि नाउ आई वांट टू स्टार्ट एज अ कोच, आई वांट टू स्टार्ट एज अ हीलर, लेकिन वो टिक नहीं पाते हैं, यू नो, टिक नहीं पाते इन द सेंस कि या तो मनी प्रॉब्लम होती है, या कमिटमेंट इतना नहीं होता है, या वो विजन क्लियर नहीं होता. एंड देयर लॉट ऑफ पीपल आई सी, वो इसलिए कोचिंग में आ रहे हैं क्योंकि इससे वो देखते हैं मनी आ जाएगा, राइट? बिकॉज इवन इफ आई टॉक अबाउट फ्यू ऑफ माई रिलेटिव्स, कभी कभी दे से दैट आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू बी अ कोच बिकॉज आई कैन सी यू कि आप बहुत अच्छे से कर रहे हो अर्न, तो मैं भी करना चाहता हूँ. नाउ वट आई फील इन लाइक यू नो इन माई हार्ट इज, आई डोंट से दिस बट आई फील दिस कि वो कमिटमेंट है, तभी यू कैन सी द आउटर रिजल्ट्स. ऐसे मैंने स्टार्ट नहीं किया कि आई वॉन्ट टू अर्न मनी एंड दैट्स आई वॉन्ट टू बिकम अ कोच. सो वॉट एडवाइस वुड यू लाइक टू गिव टू ऑल द पीपल हु सी इट एज अ मनी मेकिंग मशीन?
करेक्ट. देखिए, टू कम फर्स्ट आई विल कवर द सेकंड पार्ट. आपने बोला कि लोग कहते हैं कि बहुत सारा पैसा कमाना है इसलिए मुझे बनना है. आई वुड से नथिंग रॉन्ग विद इट. क्यों? क्योंकि द फर्स्ट अट्रैक्शन सबको ऐसे ही होता है. यू वुड रियलाइज, मेरे पास जितने भी सर्टिफिकेशन के बच्चे आए बोले मुझे पैसा कमाना है. आई सेड परफेक्ट है. बट व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड द डीप हीलिंग वर्क, दे सेड पैसा तो साइड में करो यार, मेरी तो इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स है, पहले तो मैं ये रिजॉल्व करूँ. थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर वो पैसे को लालच में भी नहीं आए होते तो कभी इधर जानते ही नहीं. सो आई वुड से money is a very big attractor and it's a good thing actually to start with. But over a period of time, a person has to mature that healing is not just about money.
Yes.
Think about it. बहुत ही अजीब सा एग्जाम्पल मेरे दिमाग में जस्ट अभी आपसे बात करते हुए है, क्योंकि आपने सवाल ऐसा पूछा है. आपको लगता है मंदिर का पुजारी बहुत पैसे कमाता है?
I think yes.
Mostly यार. If let's say it's a big, let's say Kashi Vishwanath is one of the biggest temples. उसका एक पुजारी बैठा है वहाँ पे. He would roll into millions of rupees. Yet हर कोई पुजारी क्यों नहीं बन जाता? बिकॉज वो एक रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वाले पद पे बैठा है. उसको पता है कि वो कितने लोगों के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. लोग दीन दुनिया छोड़ के मन्नतें मांगने आते हैं कि मेरा कुछ कर दो, और वो उसका फैसिलिटेटर है. तो दैट रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज समथिंग दैट अ पर्सन हैज टू टेक ओवर इवेंचुअली. शुरुआत तो वो भी लालच से करेगा कि सारे पुजारी पैसे कमा रहे, मैं भी यहाँ थोड़े दिन बैठना शुरू करता हूँ. बट व्हेन ही विल वर्क विद दिस पीपल, व्हेन ही विल टॉक टू देम एंड विल से यार कितना पेन है दुनिया में, मैं सिर्फ अपने पैसे कमाने के बारे में सोच रहा था, यहाँ तो बहुत कुछ चल रहा है, लेट मी हेल्प देम आउट. ही विल ऑटोमेटिकली मेक लॉट ऑफ मनी. और प्रॉब्लम यही होता है कि जब तक वो ट्रांजिशन से पार नहीं होते ना, तब तक पैसा हमेशा ट्रबल होता है. जिस दिन जैसे वो यहाँ से वहां जंप लगाते हैं ना, पैसा तो खुद ब खुद आने लगता है. आई एम नॉट जोकिंग. मैंने जो पैसा मांगा है लोगों ने बिना बोले दे दिया, बिकॉज मैंने तो खाली एक्सपेरिमेंट वाला, मैं एक बार ट्राई करके देखता हूँ क्या ये दे देगा. और इतना दिन आई एम टेलिंग माई स्पाउस, यार कमाल हो गया, मुझे 2 लाख रुपए मिल रहा है. मैं तो 20,000 रुपए मांगने में शर्माता था, कहाँ से हो रहा है? Because the intention changed, my mind grew to a level that money was becoming a very passive criteria. Eventually, it was only कि ये बंदा है ना, let me take this challenge, इसको मैं ठीक करके देखता हूँ. इसने बोला ना कोई नहीं कर पाया, let me do it. देखते कैसे नहीं होगा. And this is the kick for me, and this is how a person has to eventually evolve into. This is second part. But आपने पहली बात बोली कि कोचिंग इंडस्ट्री बढ़ रही है, वो एक मिथ है. ये बहुत लोग मुझे बोल रहे. Yesterday my client said that हर कोई कोच बन रहा है तो सबके पास क्यों जाएगा? Do you know, data wise, there is a dearth of minimum 10 to 20 lakh coaches in our country today.
Okay.
Because the population is billions. अगर एक बंदा अपनी पूरी जिंदगी सिर्फ 10 लोगों को भी कोच करेगा ना, जिंदगी भर करता है आप मान के चलो, तो उसका तो जिंदगी भर का खर्चा निकलेगा और 10 लोगों की लाइफ कहीं और चली जाएगी. थिंक अबाउट इट. जैसे जिम होता है, जिम का इंस्ट्रक्टर लगा रहता है आपके साथ, वो आपको लेवल 1, लेवल 2, लेवल 3 और फिर आपके 6 पैक है, मतलब इन टर्म्स ऑफ बॉयज that's how you become, or for a woman it's a chiseled body. तो चलता रहता है, सालों साल आपका जिम इंस्ट्रक्टर चलता रहता है. उसका घर कैसे चलता है? इन्हीं लोगों से चलता है. और ऐसे ही कोच की भी जिंदगी ऐसी होगी. जब माइंड जिम चलेगा लोगों का, तो उनका काम चलेगा और आपका काम भी चलेगा. तो हर 10 लोगों को एक कोच चाहिए आज की दुनिया में. तो 10 लोग के मतलब हमारी इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन कितनी है? 1.5 बिलियन हम पहुंचने वाले हैं. आप उसका 1/10 कर दो, इतने कोचेस चाहिए हमको. मतलब वी नीड 150 मिलियन कोचेस, 1.5 करोड़ कोचेस कम से कम चाहिए हमको इंडिया में, और मुश्किल से 50,000 कोचेस होंगे जिनको आप कोच बोल भी सकते हो। बहुत सारे लोग तो सिर्फ ट्राई एंड बाय कर रहे हैं। आज जैसे आपने बोला कि लालच में आ जाते हैं, बट वो चल नहीं पाते। सेकंड पॉइंट जो आपने बोला कि लोग टिकते क्यों नहीं है, बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव अ विजन। सिंपल, वो गेट रिच क्विक स्कीम सोच के आते हैं। ये श्योर शॉट गेट रिच है, but it's not a scheme. You have to toil, you have to work hard, you have to give years to it. Another reason is a lot of people get very excited and hyper कि मैं job छोड़ दूंगा, and you know me, it took me time to take that decision because I was very clear, boss, I need to first be firm on the ground that I can take care of my family. I know so many coaches from our communities and previous communities where I have been part of as a student. They quit their job very quickly and then they were struggling to make ends meet. And they finally said, this coaching is shit work, I don't want to do it, I will go back to my job.
Exactly.
तो ये तो होना ही है. You have to have your ground clear. इतना मजाक नहीं लेना आपको। और आप सोचो कि जॉब सेफ होती होगी, नो प्रॉब्लम देयर, बट इट्स योर कॉल। आप सेफ्टी ढूंढने के लिए कोचिंग में आए हो या ग्रो करने के लिए आए हो? अगर आप ग्रो करने के लिए आए तो आप सही जगह हो। आप सेफ्टी करने के लिए आए हो, देन फर्स्ट क्रिएट अ सेफ्टी नेट, then think of looking for alternate options. For people who are homemakers and उसे नहीं होता, उनसे तो मेरा बहुत सिंपल सवाल है, आपने इतने साल ना कभी नौकरी करी थी, ना आपने कभी कोई प्रोफेशनल काम किया था, it will obviously take you time to gear yourself up. So please give that time to yourself. आप क्यों भागना चाहते हो कि 6 महीने में आप 6 लाख रुपए कमा लोगे या 50 लाख रुपए कमा लोगे? Please give 2-3 years of hardcore time to yourself, then you will see the magic coming in your life. आपने 15 साल नौकरी नहीं की, let's say you were a homemaker for 15 years, you have not done, you don't know how the world is functioning today, you know your family very well, that's great, but you still don't know how businesses run. Please give time to yourself. There is a army of people lying for you, waiting for you कि आप उनको ठीक करो, but आपको उसके लिए तैयार तो करना पड़ेगा अपने आप को. Another point, a lot of people, and I was telling this, I told you this morning I had a student who I just closed. She had a similar problem and I told her that, what, it's not about the student that they are not coming to me. I am not upgraded yet enough to attract those students in my life. मैं अपने ऊपर काम करूंगा, वो क्या, उसके बाप चाचे दादे सब आने लगेंगे मेरे पास. और यही होगा, जब जितना अपने आप को अपग्रेड करते जाएंगे, अपने आप ही दुनिया आएगी और हमसे हील होती आएगी. तो जितने लोग भी आज स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं इसमें, हमारी बिजनेस में और हमारी इंडस्ट्री में, 2-3 बातें हैं. प्रॉब्ली दे डोंट हैव द राइट विजन. दे केम हियर एज शॉर्ट टर्म, नो प्रॉब्लम्स विद इट. आना चाहिए सबको, क्योंकि वहीं से लॉन्ग टर्म विजन बनता है. मैं भी यहाँ सिर्फ एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने आया था, मुझे तो कभी पता ही नहीं था कि ये इंडस्ट्री हो सकती है. आई मेट वन ऑफ द कोच एंड आई सेड, शिट मैन, इसके लिए इतने पैसे में कमा रहा है ये. एंड दैट्स हाउ इट स्टार्टेड प्योरली फ्रॉम मनी. आई एम नो, मैं कोई भगवान का भेजा हुआ संत थोड़ी हूँ. आई एम ऑल्सो नॉर्मल ह्यूमन लाइक यू एंड मी. तो मेरे अंदर भी पैसे कमाने का लालच था, बट व्हेन आई एंटर्ड देन आई सॉ, ओह दिस इज फार बियॉन्ड मनी. इट्स गॉड वर्क. मैं भगवान का काम करना शुरू कर दिया मैंने. आई एम फीलिंग सो प्राउड ऑफ माई सेल्फ. तो उसके वजह से ऑटोमेटिकली पैसा वैसा सब आने लगेगा. वो तो मतलब अपने आप ही पीछे से फॉलो करेगा. बट क्लैरिटी होनी बहुत जरूरी है, पहली चीज. पेशेंस होना बहुत जरूरी है. सेफ्टी नेट होना चाहिए. प्लीज कम से कम 1 साल का बफर रखिए. इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू गो फुल टाइम, मिनिमम 1 टेक आउट द कंप्लीट एक्सपेंस, कि आपकी फैमिली के रेगुलर कितने एक्सपेंस आते हैं. इफ देयर इज किड्स फी और वट एवर इज कमिंग टू योर वे, 1 साल का पूरा खर्चा निकाल के रखिए. उतना बफर रखिए हाथ में. देन थिंक ऑफ लीविंग योर एग्जिस्टिंग सोर्स ऑफ इनकम. एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी सोर्स ऑफ इनकम, please continue to persist, because this is going to give you oozes of money. But you need to be patiently working it out. मैं अभी आपके पॉडकास्ट के थ्रू ये लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ, the way our industry is growing, only in our country, in India, I'm not about foreign base, this industry is going to grow by 12 times in next 10 years. 12 times. तो कोई रियल एस्टेट इतनी तेजी से ग्रो नहीं कर रहा, कोई आईटी इतनी तेजी से ग्रो नहीं कर रहा, कोई फाइनेंस इतनी तेजी से ग्रो नहीं कर रहा, कोई एंटरटेनमेंट इतनी तेजी से ग्रो कर रहा, कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इतनी तेजी से ग्रो नहीं कर रहा. कोचिंग और हीलिंग इंडस्ट्री इस लेवल पर ग्रो करेगी. सो द ग्रोथ रेट इज फार बियॉन्ड एनी स्टॉक मार्केट. यू जस्ट हैव टू स्टिक फॉर कपल ऑफ ईयर्स, prove your worth, start making money, and eventually become someone big in this forum. This is my wish to everyone and my obvious point of view to everyone, because I have done enough research in the industry and I know that this is here to stick long. ये मेरे बच्चे करेंगे और उनके बच्चे करेंगे, ये चलता रहेगा, ये कभी नहीं बंद होने वाला. Right? So that's where I am coming from.
अमेजिंग, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग सो ऑनेस्ट, और आपने एक रियल पिक्चर दिखाई है, बिकॉज यू नो लाइक आई विल टेल यू, जब से मैंने स्टार्ट किया था मुझे भी हमेशा यही दिखाया जाता था बाय अदर कोचेस, बाय सो मेनी पीपल, कि यू वर्क फॉर लाइक मे बी 6 to 7 months एंड देन आप वो 1 CR तक पहुंच जाओगे.
Absolutely
बट
not.
यू नो लाइक व्हेन आई एम राइट नाउ गोइंग इनटू दिस वर्क डीपली एंड डीपली प्रोफेशनली, मुझे भी 3 years हो गए हैं, बट आई नो कि कितना एक्चुअली स्ट्रगल प्लस पेशेंस प्लस एफर्ट्स, डेडिकेशन, कमिटमेंट, क्या क्या लगता है टू एक्चुअली रीच दोज काइंड ऑफ नंबर्स एंड स्टेजेस. सो थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग द फर्स्ट गेस्ट ऑफ माय शो जिसने एक रियल पिक्चर दिखाई है.
Correct. Also, I want to add, I'm not saying कि लोगों ने नहीं कमाए हैं.
हाँ.
People do
Yes.
earn, but not everybody has the.
Yes.
So there are couple of things which are there. जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, मौका भी है, दस्तूर भी है, सबके साथ नहीं होता है. तो जब नहीं होता है तो पेशेंटली स्टिक करके चलो, तुम्हारा टाइम आएगा, जब आएगा तो अपने आप ऊपर वाला छट से ऐसे धक्का देगा और आप कहाँ पहुंच जाओगे आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा.
Exactly.
बट आपको लगे रहना पड़ेगा. यू कांट गिव अप. द मोमेंट यू गिव अप, गेम इज ओवर. सॉरी बॉस, यू आर ट्राइंग. इट्स लाइक देयर इज अ स्प्राउट व्हिच इज ट्राइंग टू कम आउट ऑफ दिस रूट. वो मतलब सॉरी ग्राउंड से बाहर निकलने की कोशिश कर रहा है बट वो आ नहीं पा रहा है और उसने गिव अप कर दिया, बोला अब तो मैं आऊंगा नहीं, तो वैसे ही नहीं आएगा. बट एक बार उसने ग्राउंड तोड़ दिया, उसके बाद वो धीमे धीमे स्प्राउट से पेड़ बन जाएगा और धीमे धीमे वो ग्रो करता जाएगा. तो दैट रेजिस्टेंस, टिल दैट रेजिस्टेंस जस्ट स्टिक अराउंड एंड द ग्रोथ इज डेफिनेटली गोना कम. सेकंड पॉइंट, एक बहुत ऑब्वियस पॉइंट मेरे को ध्यान में आ रहा था, दैट पीपल से कि ये अगर हर कोई हीलर बन जाएगा तो फिर तो मार्केट में हीलर ही होंगे, तो हील कौन होगा. मैं आपको ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, अगर यही चीज पंखा बनाने वाली कंपनी सोचे कि हर कोई का घर में पंखा लगा है तो पंखा क्यों बनाओ, तो पंखे बनने तो बंद हो जाएंगे. बट डू यू नो, एंड जस्ट चेक द फैक्ट्स, there are more fan making companies and the growth is 9 to 10% today as we speak than it was ever before, because now we are coming into smarter fans, we are coming into energy saving fans, we are coming into fans with light and what not. fan ही आपको खाना दे रहा है, पता नहीं क्या क्या concept चल रहे हैं. So the point is, it's only, there is no dearth of business in the world, there is lack of creativity, or lack of creativity नहीं बोलूँगा, you are not using your creativity because every person is creative. There is so much of block in the creative aspect of the life. आपके सेक्रल में इतना ब्लॉक पड़ा हुआ है कि आप उसको हटा के आगे की दुनिया देख ही नहीं पा रहे हो, इसलिए आपको दिख रहा है ओ ये भी कोच बन जाएगा, ये मेरा कंपटीशन, वो मेरा कंपटीशन. कोई भी किसी का कंपटीशन नहीं है, क्योंकि हर कोई अपनी एनर्जी फील्ड से काम करता है. तो मैं वही क्लाइंट अट्रैक्ट करूंगा जिससे मैं अटैच हो पा रहा हूँ और आप उसी को कर पाओगे जिससे आप कर पा रहे हो. हम दोनों की भी एनर्जी अगर सेम होगी ना, तो भी प्लेट में इतने सारे हैं कि आप कभी केटर नहीं, पूरी जिंदगी निकल जाएगी तो भी नहीं कर पाओगे.
So
तो ये कभी है ही नहीं. मतलब ये तो कॉन्सेप्ट, ये मिथ है जो एक बहुत ही अनअवेयर इंसान के मुंह से निकल के आता है कि हर कोई करेगा तो फिर तो ये खत्म हो जाएगा. तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. हर कोई कर भी नहीं सकता और हर कोई करेगा तो भी खत्म नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जब तक आप वहां पहुंचोगे तब तक पॉपुलेशन भी डबल हो चुकी है.
So now I want to ask you this very important question of cord cutting. Like you are an expert in this field and आपके social media से भी what I feel is you work more on this modality. So if you can just let us know what exactly is cord cutting, और मतलब कोई भी case जिससे हमें थोड़ा समझ आए कि ये cord cutting exactly होता कैसे और कहाँ पर it's important.
Very good. Thank you so much for asking, Gargi. I was waiting कि ये कब पूछेंगे आप. So let's understand the basic of cord. What is the first cord of any human being? The umbilical cord, right, which is connected the child and the mother. This is a visible cord, by the way. और बच्चा उससे फीड लेता है, उससे उसकी नर्चरिंग होती है, उससे उसके न्यूट्रिएंट्स आते हैं. That's how the child grows. It starts from a very small egg, from a full-grown human baby in 9 months. Is this cord important? Absolutely important. This is the first important aspect of every human, because of which they are here in this world, right? This is one cord of explanation, a very basic cord. But then we have to understand, we are creating many invisible cords as we come into this world. So I am creating this cord with you right now, which is a very positive and enabling cord, because we are helping each other grow, we are pulling each other up. This is a cord which already got connected. But there will be certain cords, invisible cords, which will be connected with people who are not helping us to grow, rather they are pulling us down. Or it is not just with people, it is with situations, it is with things, and all this create an aura around you as to how things work. So that's the basic significance of a cord, that we unconsciously create these cords all across in our places, wherever we go, however we go. And my job as a facilitator is to help people identify those negative cords and cut these cords energetically so that they can get released from those problems. The beauty of cord cutting is that I really don't have to go into the root cause of the problem all the time. Unlike the earlier ones which we were discussing, वहाँ पर हमको root cause में जाना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. But here, I really don't need the root cause of the problem. I know the problem. My student knows the problem. We start working together, and we just find out what is not working for us, and we start cutting cords through the mechanism the way it is, and we will see startling results in their life. They will see a completely changed life from there. So that's the basic idea about cord cutting, right? How it works is, it works in a very simple concept. It's basically a pure Indian Vedic science.
Okay.
So there are a lot of Vedic mantras and chanting and symbols which were being made because of the chanting of these mantras. And we inculcate them in the person's life, and we see startling results in their life. Now, do these symbols or these mantras have any significance with any religion? No, not really. They are just energy. You know, like if you know, this is scientifically been proven कि आकाश की जो sound है, that is Om, right? Or A or Om is the sound. Now you may associate it with religion, but that's not how it is. It's just the fact. So you just use the fact for your own good and you close it. So this doesn't belong to any kind of category of people. It's a generic thing, but the results are astounding. And I have worked on multiple of my students. Without even getting the root cause of the problem, we have resolved multiple problems. The second thing, it also works on multiple health issues, especially again chronic health diseases, where again I don't have to go into the root cause. I know the problem. We start working in the process. We continue to exercise it, and slowly and gradually you'll see there's a decline in the problem. And it takes some 60 to 90 days for a person to work. I club it with other sciences like graphology, which also works in a similar fashion. And we see a very marked change on the physical health of any person, right? Who's going through any kind of psychosomatic challenges, right? So this is how cord cutting works. And the third part is, if you have to upgrade something, already things are going good, but you just want to upgrade it to next level, is when you do cord cutting and you can upgrade it to yours, for your benefits also. So these are the major aspects on why cord cutting is a very, very phenomenal science on any person who is either going through a problem or not going through a problem, because if you want to grow, then also it's supporting your cause, right? So that's how it works.
So it is all an energetic work that is done.
Absolutely. It's a great energy work, and it can give astounding results to people that they can't even, like, it's very magical the way how it works in 3 to 6 months if you work it consistently. It takes little time, of course, it's an energy work. But if a person is committing their time and effort कि वो ईमानदारी से काम करेंगे, I can assure you they will get crazy results in their life. That's how it works.
Super. Thank you for bringing up this concept. Like I have just one question to ask you. आपने बोला था कि you are an expert in graphotherapy also and graphology. अभी you know, when I heard about this concept, even I was like, किसी की handwriting को देखकर how can you you know, guess about that person? And when you came here, आपने मेरी handwriting देखी थी. My sign was on the notebook. So you said few things that were like completely resonating with me. So how does this science work now?
Very good. See, it's not just handwriting, Gargi. Let's understand. The entire human body is governed by mind. And the point is, whatever the mind tells us is the real picture, as I do. I'm also a face reader. I don't do it professionally.
Okay.
But from your face, I can tell a lot about your characteristics, which will be spot on, because it's a proven science now. So which means if you're thinking in certain way, your eyebrow size will be this, the shape will be this, your eyes will be like this, your nose will be like this. This is face. Same goes for palm. If you know a palmistry person and a person who is into palmistry, I learned that as well briefly. But that also is telling me that this palm is telling this about this person, which is quite accurate to the way how the person is. Which means the mind has a way to toggle in the body parts and tell how the mind is thinking. In the same way, the handwriting has nothing to do with mind, but the way how the things have been written actually creates an impression about the person's mind. And it's a very profound science. It's now close to 200 years old. And the base was very simple. It started from taking samples from all the successful people in the world, checking the way how they write things, finding a common pattern between such people and their mindset. And then this science got evolved. And today it's a very, very profound science wherein through a handwriting of a person, we can find out the complete mindset of a person. We can find out major health problems going through in the person's life. We can find out what kind of self-worth issues that the person is going. Where are the problems where the person is becoming fearful about some things. Where is the situation that how, if he is getting into a situation, how does he think? and how does he react, and how does he take his own decisions. What are his relationships? We can go to that level and deep analysis of all these aspects of a human being just by looking at their handwriting. And it's not about the handwriting, it's about how they write it. So the way how you write your signature gave me a lot of insights about who you are as a person, right? And it becomes a very powerful science, not just here, but everywhere. Because, you know, let's say I'm not into healing or at all. I'm just a sales guy, or I'm just an employee who's working in a company. I get a sample of my boss, I'll immediately get to know that what does he want. And the things which I know that he wants, I'll start doing it, and I'll see a massive growth in my life. Or I'm going to meet a stranger and I get to know something about this person. I can start talking about what this person is looking for, and I can clearly have an edge to any person, because all the other modalities are more technical. Even handwriting is also very technical, but this is one thing which is an obvious icebreaker to any conversation. So it starts from there, but it goes as deep as healing all the problems which we discussed. Again, this solution to graphotherapy is not going into the root cause of the problem. Just practicing the best ways of how we can control our mind and getting into a healthy shape. Like, the very simple point of view here is that a healthy body stays in a healthy mind. In spite of me not getting into the traumatic aspect of life, if I just focus on making my mind healthy, my body will still be healthy. And it is also governs part of somatic, because, you know, it's again the work that you do through a hand. You're doing some exercises with your hand, and based on these exercises, your mind is getting tracked and it's getting changes. So you remember the first initial questions you asked, that if a person doesn't know inner child healing, or should we do it with them? This science can be more profound to them rather than going to the trauma way, because they will not understand it. So that really creates a benchmark for them. Phenomenal results I have seen with young people, especially through graphotherapy, on how their mindset, and for people who are a little older, how their health problems can be covered through these sciences. So I generally club these because they give me massive results. So that's how it works.
Like, you know, I just want to say this one thing. Hats off to you, first of all, for working on so much on yourself. Because I believe कि a healer dies thousands of times before they heal anyone else. So, kind of, जैसे आप बता रहे हो इतनी सारी modalities, I have a lot of questions, and I feel we need to do another podcast for it.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Let's do it for one more science someday if you're available.
Yes. So I have, before we start with the rapid fire, I just want to ask one last question, which I feel is the common problem. लोग अकेला क्यों feel करते हैं अंदर?
Good question. अकेला feel नहीं करते हैं. हाँ, अकेला feel करते हैं. Right, you're right. But the point is कि उनकी कुछ expectations होती हैं. और जब वो expectation नहीं meet करती हैं, तो उनको समझ में आता है उनको कोई समझ नहीं सकता. And that is why they feel मैं भीड़ में भी अकेला हूँ. There are so many people around me, yet nobody. So it's not about them feeling alone. It's about them that nobody understands them. And I want to be open in front of you, to your audience and all the people who are listening to this. It's not about मैं अकेला हूँ. It's about मैं अपने आप को ही नहीं जानता हूँ. Because the day I start understanding myself, I'll be happy in my own company. I don't need anybody to please me or approve me or validate me that how good I am or how bad I am. I have a very small instance, and I'll tell you. Long back, I had a business coach, and he's a very phenomenal guy, very successful guy. And he was telling his own story, that how he met his first partner. And the story is so amazing that, you know, this partner was waiting before the partnership. He was waiting for him. He said, let's meet at 12 p.m. He went to his office, went there and sat there. And the person who invited came at 9 p.m. So he got very furious. He said, are you crazy? I was waiting for you for 9 hours. What were you doing all this while? He said, I was busy. But you should have not given me this time. You have wasted my time. He said, how do you think that I have wasted your time? You are sitting in my office. There's a big library. See, there are so many amazing books. There's something more for you to do. You have so much of pen to scribble upon. What did you do for these 9 hours? He said, I waited for you. He said, that's not my problem. That's your problem then. You are not able to know how to spend time with yourself. How do you commit that I wasted your time? I was in a situation, and it was a genuine situation, and I'm sorry because I did commit, but I couldn't say. But when you say that I am responsible for your waste of time, that's your problem, not my problem, because universe is always ready for you to have the maximum from the time that you're getting. But it's your choice. You are just sulking and waiting for this person because you don't know yourself. You're not able to spend time with yourself. And that is the common problem that you will realize with most of us. we are very easy to put a blame on a person कि इसकी वजह से प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. मुझे मेरे माँ बाप वैलिडेट नहीं करते इसलिए उन्होंने ऐसा किया इसलिए मैं ऐसा हो गया, बट ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. आप अपने आप को समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है. यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड योरसेल्फ, यू आर नॉट एबल टू एंजॉय योर ओन कंपनी, और इसलिए आप इतनी सारी समस्याओं में गिरे हो. एंड अगेन इट नीड्स लॉट ऑफ इनर वर्क, इट कैन नॉट हैपन ऑन इट्स ओन. बट ये अगर ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग में आनी शुरू हो जाए दैट आई एम फीलिंग लोनली, and if they get to work with a professional, I'm sure they will release this problem very quickly, because again this is coming from deep childhood situations जहाँ पर किसी को अकेले रखा गया या उसकी कुछ ऐसी situations थी जो उसके लिए बहुत supportive नहीं थे. अकेलेपन का मतलब unsupported होता है. If you see the deep understanding, it's about feeling unsupported. So if a person is feeling unsupported from the childhood, he will continue to feel the same for the rest of his life.
So true.
Even though there is always the support. We are having this podcast because we were supported by so many factors. Our friend is supporting us to get this done. So everywhere we are supported, but I'm not able to visualize this support because since childhood I was being, my mind got trained कि मैं तो unsupported ही हूँ. So when we work on this, अकेलापन अपने आप ही चला जाता है.
Amazing. Like you are giving such amazing answers, and I feel जो भी audience है who is listening to this, they are going to get bulb on every second.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's start with some last part of our podcast,
Sure.
rapid fire. मन नहीं end करने का, but you know we have to.
मेरा भी मन नहीं कर रहा,
Yes.
but yes.
So like first question to you is, what's one childhood memory that still guides you today?
I think my grandfather was a very well-known personality to help people around.
Okay.
And somewhere I thought that when I was doing a job, I said I will never do something like this. What my grandfather is doing, he's supporting a lot of community people. लोगों की शादियां कराते थे, लोगों की सुलह करवाते थे. Everything was free of cost, and he was very respected that way. And for that matter, even my nana was the same. He was even bigger than my grandfather. And I thought that I'll never be like these men. But when I look at their life and when I look at myself today, I think I am somehow living up to their expectations. They may have not expected me to do this, but I am happy myself कि मैं कुछ उस तरह का कर पा रहा हूँ जो वो already करते थे. मतलब this was known to my family for generations, but somewhere I got lost and then I got a track and this became my life today. So all thanks to those memories which I learnt and saw my nana and my grandfather, how they were supporting humanity for various things without any motive. No motive. I still have a motive. I am doing it as my profession. मेरा घर चलता है इससे. I'm very honest about it. But then वो emotion वहीं से निकल के आता है, and I'm very glad कि I'm able to live up to that point of view. So these are a lot of memories on how they used to work and how I'm trying to replicate it in our life.
Super. One belief from your family that you had to break in order to become who you are today.
So I'm coming from a hardcore job background for last many generations. And everyone said that, you know, this is not our cup of tea. We are simple, lower middle class kind of people. सर नीचे झुका के चुपचाप नौकरी करो. That's what you are being made of. From the very beginning, I never accepted this part. I don't know. It's been more than 15 years of my life that I've been running here and there. I was a very young boy since I thought about it. But this was one thing which I thought that I will break for my family. And I'm very confident that today I am successfully breaking it for my family. And they know that what I am capable of and what I am doing in my family, and the way how I'm changing my generation and my future generation is now known, and I'm very proud of it. कि ये जो चीज़ मेरे दिमाग में हमेशा से थी कि शायद मैं I can't break this and I'll still be a normal middle class, lower middle class kind of a guy. It's completely broken in my mind. It's only visible to the world. It will come as the time will say. But I am very clear कि मुझे कहाँ जाना, और ये break करना मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा achievement था.
I can resonate with it क्योंकि even in my family everybody is coming from the job background या फिर ऐसे business में बहुत कम लोगों ने हाथ डाले. Yes. What's one wound that you are still actively healing in you?
I had a lot of challenges with my father since my childhood. There were a lot of misunderstandings. My father has its own issues for sure. And I lost him on the way. I was very young. I was only 21, 22. So there was a lot of guilt that I couldn't do anything for him. At the same time, I had a very love-hate relationship also, because even though he was there, I didn't want him. So it was a very confused life that I lived for almost 10, 15 years of my life. Only very recently, like last 1.5 years, I started to touch upon that. I started to heal upon that. And I think there is a lot of work there. I'm not saying that I judge my dad anymore. I'm so much in love with him. In fact, now I can feel him because he's around and I'm an energy healer. So I don't say that he comes to me, but I know that he's there. That's the energy that I'm getting guided from him also at times. But I think there's a lot of more work still there, which needs to be done because it has very deep rooted impacts on me. But at the same time, Gargi, I'm very thankful to all those impacts of my life because that is why I'm here.
Yes.
If I had not gone through those pains as a child, I would have never thought about it. Trust me, corporate job there are a lot of perks in there, and there is a lot of growth also. You can do a lot when you want to do. If you want to go deep, you can earn crores of rupees as a jobby also, no doubt in that. But then there were different problems that I wanted to tackle for myself, because of which I entered, and then I saw, oh, it's a sea. I didn't know that it can go so deep. And that is how I ended up coming here, and I'm so grateful to all those memories which I'm trying to heal. But they were my real stars. The real stars are not the students, not the results, sorry. The real stars are the pain or the scars that I received as a child, because they pushed me to come to this unterritorial domain, which was nobody in my family has ever done. Nobody would expect me to do. I have a very different background. So all of this happened, and I'm very grateful to my father, because of him only I'm here.
So amazing. So I think one learning for all of us is pain leads us to growth.
Absolutely.
Yes. So one money belief that you had to heal personally.
अमीर बनने के लिए शॉर्टकट लगाने पड़ते हैं, और you have to do some shady work, or you have to be born with a silver or a golden spoon to become rich. This was the very common problem which I always had, and I would not say it's completely gone, but it's there in traces. But I'm glad it's gone to a very deep extent, and I'm getting amazing results because of this.
Awesome. What is something that people misjudge about you?
People misjudge about me because I have a habit of speaking a lot. आपने सुना ही समझ ही लिया होगा. So people used to consider me कि बड़बोला है, जो शायद कुछ हद तक सही भी था. But today this misnomer has been changed in their mind as well, because they can see the results. So ये एक common problem होती है. जब पहली बार मैं किसी से मिलता तो बोलते बोलता बहुत ज़्यादा है. But then पहले मैं भी इस चीज़ को लगाम लगाता था कि नहीं बोलना नहीं चाहिए, गलत होता है, क्योंकि लोग मुझे समझेंगे मैं गलत हूँ. But I think I have broken that ceiling, and I think मैं जितना बोलता हूँ उतना ही मुझे सामने वाले से मौका मिलता है उसके बारे में जानने का. Although now I have learned कि कहाँ बोलना है कहाँ नहीं बोलना है. That's one thing which I have learned, क्योंकि पहले इसमें मैं कच्चा था. But हाँ, ये एक common problem लोगों को लगती है कि बोलता बहुत है.
Amazing. What is a dream that you are still chasing?
Oh, there's no one dream. There are 10,000 dreams, Gargi. इसके लिए एक नया podcast करना पड़ेगा आपको. There is no limit. I have my dream car. There's Defender waiting for me. There's a big villa waiting for me. And these are material goals. There are a lot of spiritual goals that I have for myself. I want to go Vipassana. I want to have so much of stuff to do. I want to get an award like Bharat Ratna to serve the nation and the society. And who knows, I may be chosen as one of the Nobel Prize winners. All this is in my dream list. I want to do so much of work.
Okay. And we can see it. Amazing work, Rajat sir. So my last question to you is, if anybody is listening to this podcast and they want to connect with you, they want to know more about your programs and everything you do, what's the way forward?
Brilliant. So if you want to connect with me, I'm there on Instagram. My name is Rajat Katiyar. You will easily find me. I have some small amount of followers, not big, but yeah, quite enough that you will recognize me. I'm there on Facebook. I'm there on YouTube. You can follow me on these channels. You can just reach out to me. I will definitely come up to you, or my community partner. She's also helping us to grow. So she will come up to you, and we will together help you resolve the problems. You can reach out to my number on WhatsApp. The moment you connect with me on Instagram, we will connect with you, and then we will go further from there.
Amazing. So all of you, now your part comes, because whatever we talked about, it's something that, it is very deep work. It is not something that can be done in 1.5 hours podcast. So just make sure that you follow along with all the links in the description below. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on all the social links that we have given below, because this is not even a trailer of what exactly he is creating in his whole community. So first of all, thank you so much, Rajat sir, for giving me your time and the opportunity to meet you in person, to learn from you. I've got a lot of Balwan moments also, and thank you so much to my audience for always being there. See you in the next podcast.
Thank you, Gargi. I'm so glad that you gave me this privilege and honor to have a time with you. I am equally pleased to meet you in person. 2 साल से मैं देख रहा हूँ ये कौन बच्ची है जो हलचल मचा रही है कम्युनिटी में. I want to meet her. So thank you so much for giving me space. I'm so glad.
Thank you, sir. Bye, everyone.